Europe is just a few stripes away. There's still time to secure your summer travel with great fares. Fly nonstop with Condor Airlines to Frankfurt and connect to the best destinations across Europe. Book today at condor.com. That's condor.com.
3 rows, electric, room for plants. Always forward with Kia.
It started as brunch in Ballard. Then somebody says, let's take the ferry. And suddenly I've got 6 people, 1 wet dog, an aggressively large houseplant, and a kid already asking if we can get ice cream when we get to Bainbridge. My Kia EV9 seats up to 7, has the range for days like this, and gives us the space to say yes when brunch accidentally becomes a whole side quest.
Kia has a vehicle built for the way your life actually moves. Find your way forward at kia.com. Kia, movement that inspires.
When it comes to my policy, Farmers gives it to me straight, so there's no surprises.
It's your coverage. You should never be confused.
You hear that? An insurance provider with a conscience.
We're a choir, but yes, we have that too.
Straightforward coverage you can literally understand. That's what you get when
you have Farmers. Bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
And now, here's the question.
Hola, bitches. Good day to you and yours. All right, you may or may not know this, but we were off last week, and a lot of people immediately said, you guys get a lot of vacation. Well, it's true. We do. And sure, our very own Mike Hawk, he got his twang on in Nashville with his Lady of the Night. But the reason we were off is because Miles had rhinoplastic surgery. Long story short, doctors straightened out his crooked-ass septum so that he could do things like, breathe. Now, that was an elective surgery, which generally speaking is a lot better than an unexpected trip to the hospital. There's a man in the Netherlands. Now, he went to the hospital after suffering nausea, vomiting, weakness, and kidney failures. Doctors assumed that, he had diabetes. Turns out he did not have diabetes. His complications were due to the fact that he drank, and I'm not making this up, just under 6 gallons of whole milk every day for years, to the point that they said, quote, his blood was milky. He had too much calcium. Dude, 6 gallons of whole milk every day for a couple of years. Does my man like milk? Yes. Has he stopped drinking it? Yes. And now, let's head over to Florida. In that case, a stranger carried a stabbing victim to the hospital. Now, usually, we'd call that person a Good Samaritan. But it should be noted that the Good Samaritan is also the guy that stabbed him in the first place. So while he got the guy to the hospital, he was also arrested. And earlier this year, you might remember this in France, a hospital had to be evacuated when a patient arrived with a live World War I artillery shell lodged in his butt. Never a good reason to have a live munition in your anus, but a live munition in your anus is always a good reason to go to the hospital. Now, look, not every medical visit is an emergency, of course. We have to interact with doctors from time to time, whether it's just a routine physical, colonoscopy, giving birth, the low occurrence of live munitions in your anus. But either way, in honor of Miles Montgomery and a sweet bandage on your face, you look like an MMA fighter.
I feel like I'm tough like that.
Yeah, you got the sound. Don't tell people the real story. No one's going to mess with you right now.
Training really hard, you do.
So today's question, brought to you by our friends at Advanced Hair Restoration, is good or bad? What was your last medical issue?
To be a part of the big show, call 206-803-ROCK. Like the Men's Room on Facebook, follow us on X and Instagram at Men's Room Live. Send those emails to the Men's Room at KISW.com. And I'll watch the show live on YouTube at KISW.
Europe is just a few stripes away. There's still time to secure your summer travel with great fares. Fly nonstop with Condor Airlines to Frankfurt and connect to the best destinations across Europe. Book today at condor.com. That's condor.com.
3 rows, electric, room for plants. Always forward with Kia.
It started as brunch in Ballard. Then somebody says, let's take the ferry. And suddenly I've got 6 people, 1 wet dog, an aggressively large houseplant, and a kid already asking if we can get ice cream when we get to Bainbridge. My Kia EV9 seats up to 7, has the range for days like this, and gives us the space to say yes when brunch accidentally becomes a whole side quest.
Kia has a vehicle built for the way your life actually moves. Find your way forward at kia.com. Kia, movement that inspires.
At Farmers, our honesty is contagious.
Wait, am I going to catch honesty?
Well, when you're with Farmers, it's kind of inevitable.
Well, how long does it take to... I lied to you when you asked if I knew what a deductible was. I don't know my dad's birthday, and I thought umbrella policies were for rainstorms. Actual rainstorms. I have it, don't I?
you don't just have honesty.
You have Farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
I scream. You scream. We all scream. Because Wendy's famous small classic Frosty is just $1 for a limited time. More screaming, happy screaming, summer screaming, dollar small classic Frosty screaming! But please don't scream in the drive-thru. It hurts the employees' ears. Get a $1 small classic Frosty for a limited time, only at Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. A la carte only, not valid for delivery. Limit 10 per transaction. Price may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Right. Patrols, away we go. Welcome to the 21st Amendment season, episode number 4,569.
Yeah.
What a large and a charge program we have for you today. Guaranteed future repeat. The exciting return of your guess is as good as mine. Today we have 3 categories.
3.
Yeah.
All right.
Typically I only do 2.
Yeah.
Today I'm like a helmet. It's a new me. I'm doing 3. So we have the states, if you are thinking about growing old, some of us are.
I'd like to do that.
You're getting up there in age. They have the best state to grow old in.
Okay.
Believe it or not, it's not Florida.
No, I do believe that. I know a lot.
Well, there's a lot of people who grow old in Florida.
They do. And a lot of people just look old in Florida, and they're not.
Yeah.
I'm going to guess Arizona.
Arizona. You know what? It is not on the list either. It's too hot.
Yeah, that's fair.
It's too hot. That's basically what they say. It's too hot in Arizona to live and have a normal life.
Even though all the old people move there as well.
They do. But, yes, they don't enjoy it, according to this survey. The rating is based on the number of residents, 75 and older, hospital beds, life expectancy, the availability of nurses, nursing homes, cost of nursing care, the air quality index.
Okay.
Sunlight exposure, walkability, all those things are the best states to grow old in. So that's one of the categories. Then we have the states with the best fair food.
Okay.
Think Midwest.
Sure,
Think,
without a doubt.
Fair type of states. And then we have, according to ESPN and 3 of their top writers, we have the ranking of the 2026 NFL rosters.
The best teams going in, they're guessing.
They're saying just based on stats alone, on paper, what's out there, these are the best teams going into this season.
Oh, yeah. Early August. Best time to predict.
That's how they do things. So your guess is as good as mine coming up at 4:30 on the program. And today we're going to talk about your last medical issue, whether you had to go to the hospital or not. What was your ailment, so to speak? Was it an injury? Was it something that just came on and you had to deal with it? There are a lot of people out there still who are facing the effects of eating bad lettuce or whatever it is.
Oh, it's still going on, man.
Yeah, it's still a problem. Matter of fact, 2 people passed on over the weekend.
I saw that,
which is not good.
Not a problem for me.
But we were out all of last week, and I think this started probably like 6 months to a year ago.
All right,
because Ted said that he had a trip he was going to take. His buddy was getting married. He was going to get married in Ireland, and he was going to be gone for a couple weeks.
Yeah,
just to mark this down. And so we were like, all right, well, if that's going to be the case, I knew I needed to get this procedure done. So I'm just going to get it done the first week Ted's gone. We'll take that week off, and Ted's still off this week. But
yes, he is.
But he'll be back.
Drinking and dingle.
Yeah, he looks great. But so I decided to get this thing scheduled for last Monday. And it's one of those things where I don't know, man. It took like 2 to 3 months of prep leading up to the surgery.
What was the prep for this?
Okay, so
I know you had to stop smoking, right? Because this is
I stopped smoking over a month ago.
This is specifically for your septum. That's what this whole thing was about.
Yeah. All right. So basically, I've never been able to breathe through my nose. Ever in my lifetime. So that affects my sleeping. People say, like, well, you have snore, you have sleep apnea, why don't you get a CPAP? I can get a CPAP. I used to be able to get the old mask kind that went over your mouth and your nose.
Yeah, the Bane.
But the problem with that was that because air did not go through my nostrils, it just went through my throat.
So just dry your throat out?
It would just, I wake up in the morning like, which is not good when you got to come in here and talk for 4 hours. So, it was a birth thing. Like, basically, my septum was just blocked in the back. The way it was curved. It's
just always been that way.
It's always been that way.
So even when people say, and I'm saying it to you now, like, man, you've never been able to breathe. But when that's all you know,
right,
you're never really aware that you can't breathe until the doctor say, man, you're not breathing right.
Now, I have broken my nose a couple times. Actually, other people did that for me.
Yeah, I was going to say, you did not break your own nose.
But that was not the cause of my problem. So I don't know, like 10 years ago or so, I go into to get a surgery done, where just my septum, the bone, the cartilage that goes down the middle of your nose, it was crooked as well.
Yeah.
So they went and they filed that down and they put these stents in and they tried to correct it. But inherently, the problem was still way behind that, up into my eyes, where where the holes should go through. It's like a tunnel that there's no exit.
Yeah.
So that's basically what I had on both sides. So a month before I quit, what do I have to do? I had to stop taking fish oil pills. Basically, Advil, anything that makes you bleed.
Why? Does fish oil thin out your blood?
It thins your blood.
Huh. Okay. Did not know that.
Yeah. And believe it or not, as far as swelling and all that, I just start drinking pineapple juice on the daily, which I found that's pretty cool.
Yeah.
It's delicious. It really is. It's sweet.
It stays that way.
Apparently. Learned a lot about pineapple juice over the last month. So, yeah, I'll tell you about it off air.
Yeah.
So I got to do all this crap. I go in on Monday morning, and it's amazing. They don't even do the 3-2-1 thing anymore on the anesthesia.
Oh, just like
they're just talking to you about stuff like, well, that's really cool. Next thing you know, you're just out. I think they sucker you into it. And then I woke up 3.5-4 hours later, and they take me into the room. And so there were two or three options. So with my septum, if it wasn't strong enough, they had a couple things they could do.
Bitch ass septum.
They could go into my ear and take cartilage out of my ear.
No.
And then put that on my nose. Or it's just going to be strong enough on its own. Or cadaver bone. They're going to take some dude named Tony or whatever and stick whatever's in his bone in my frickin' head.
Is it specifically that person's septum?
No, it's just some random ass bone in their body.
So wait,
it's just needed for structure.
So the bone is in there to maintain the structure.
Correct.
What's wrong with the bone that you had in your nose? Because they're messing with your septum.
Well, that bone is going to replace my septum. You see.
Oh,
so now instead of having this cartilage, I got
a dead person's bone in your face.
In my face.
Man.
Okay, right.
All right.
So
we need to get a Ouija board.
At the end of it,
who's the owner of this nose bone?
So when they shaved my septum 10 years ago, they shaved just a little bit on one side to try to straighten it out. So I'm in the recovery room, and my doctor, Dr. Barron, she's explaining to me that I had to do the thing with the dead guy in my head, right? Yeah. And I'm like, all right. And she said, well, I said, well, was it really that weak? Was my septum that weak where you had to, do this? And she's like, well, they shaved a lot the first time, but not too much. But I could tell that you had some late night recreational activities going on, which eroded a lot of that area. And I was like, wait a minute. I was like, I really didn't do that much coke, we go to Vegas.
Apparently you have.
Well, no, I didn't.
Damn,
I'm not throwing.
The doctor is telling you.
No,
I'm looking
you
out
dude,
at your septum.
She's like, when's the last time?
tell.
It's been years, dude. I cut that crap out a long, long time ago.
Sticks with you forever, kids.
That's for real. I really have. Now, Steve and I were talking. We might have had a couple years there.
Yeah.
Things got a little weird. But for the most part, I did not think near. You don't even realize it doesn't take much. A little dab will do you. And it will totally screw your head up. I had no idea of that. Because, I always thought, I never was addicted to it. I really just basically did it for fun. And I didn't really think
you did enough.
Apparently it did. So I was like, no kidding. It's not because some dead guy in my nose because of that.
All right. Sandblasted your nose. Well done.
Yeah. That and the shaving of it also. I woke up, man, and then I just started to bleed like crazy. And so I spent the last week there's nothing you could do. I walked every day. I did everything I could do because you can't escape the pain. No matter what you're doing. I can sit there and watch you just need to relax and chill out and watch TV. That's great and all, but I'm still in pain. There's nothing I can do. And I only took the oxys for one day because I couldn't poop. It was like a day and a half. Everything was just sitting in there. And I was like, this stuff is amazing. I was eating X-Lax. I was sucking down Metamucils through a straw.
Did that blow it out?
No.
Really?
Oh, no.
So the oxys put up enough of a fight X-Lax means nothing
But
to
I
us.
woke up at 3 o'clock in the morning oh, no, I got 3 seconds.
Right.
2 days later. But, yeah, I stopped taking that crap. But now I'm on Advil and Tylenol every 3 hours. Going to go off and on that. The worst thing is this neti, whatever the thing is where you
neti pot thing?
Yeah, you fill up a bottle full of saline, and then I got to blow it up each side. And every time I do that, it just shoots this big blood lug out of each side of my nostril, man. I got a big blood slug in there.
Yeah.
So I still have these stents in there. So Wednesday, they're going to take these stents out. So then I'll be able to figure out if I can actually breathe through this thing. I think a little bit better. Because right now I've just got 2 huge stents on each side of the inside that you can't see.
Oh, yeah, they're massive.
And then a day after surgery, I wake up and I look in the mirror. I don't know what happened when I was sleeping, but all of the stitches have now popped out of the front of my nose. It looks like a party favor, right? Now, these are supposed to be holding all this S together, right? And I'm looking there like, you got to be kidding me. So I called my surgeon, and she's like, oh, yeah, come up right now. I'm going to stitch you up. Well, the problem was initially, when I was stitched up, I was out. I was unconscious. So now she's like using a 2-pound test fishing line, and I'm awake. And she's just sewing me up, man. And I'm just like, she's like, you ever had your nose pierced? I'm like, no. Pop. I'm like, ah. And she did it 6 or 7 times. You know what I mean? Like, it just kept going back and forth in between my nose, my septum.
Not even like a local anesthetic, nothing?
Yeah, they put some little thing on there. Don't even think for 1 minute that stuff works.
No.
I mean, whatever it did. If it killed pain, then you don't even want to know what the pain was.
Yeah.
But so they sewed it back up again. And so, right now, I've got, these. If you're watching on YouTube, I don't know if you can see, but I got all these stitches in here, and then I've got these 2 stents in here, and all this stuff is just stitching coming out of my nose like a party favor.
It is weird, man.
Yeah.
The blue stitching hanging out of the bottom of your
you
nose.
can see in the bottom where they try to sew this part.
Yeah, it's weird. It's like they messed up, but they didn't.
Yeah. So that was
I guess.
So that was my week. So, but they said in maybe, so I can't pick up anything more than 10 or 15 pounds. Not sure what that's all about. I guess because if I pick up, maybe it'll strain my nose.
Yeah, well, yeah, you put a lot of strain. You put more strain in your face than you know that you do.
Now, didn't your wife go through? Is it the exact same thing, or
pretty
very close?
much? Yeah, I actually texted her. She says she's getting PTSD and she had to turn off the broadcast.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah.
Sweet.
What was her recovery?
Let's talk S on her now.
Yeah, no kidding. So the surgeon was showing us when they took photos of what was going on inside there. They realized what was wrong. So the septum, as Miles was talking about, you have your nasal cavity, and the septum sits right there in the middle, and it's a straight line up and down. Hers was diamond shaped. It had actually almost split off in development and given one of those, right? So they had to completely knock that one out. They had to bust up her nose like crazy. I don't think they needed the cadaver bone. They definitely didn't need.
She doesn't need dead people.
Right? They talk about how they might take it out of your ear or something like that, but I don't think they needed to do any of that. They reconstructed really, really well. But I don't know how Miles is operating the way that he is. He'll tell you.
It's all the cocaine he did.
I checked up on him the entire week. Like, hey man, how you doing? Because my wife, the first 3 days, she was laid up in bed, couldn't move. Like getting up to use the bathroom strained her and hurt her. Like her entire skull was just in constant pain throughout this entire thing. She was swallowing blood throughout. She was yakking it back up.
Oh, terrible.
Yeah, because
you swallow that, you swallow salt water.
You do.
And that makes you sick. I mean, that's just like someone poisoning you at the bar.
Yeah.
I mean, because you're the saline spray, man. If you miss, it just goes straight down your throat.
Yeah.
Now you just drank a whole bunch of salt water. I don't know if you remember what it tastes like. If you ever got rolled in a wave, man, you want to throw up. You're dizzy. You got a headache. I got to spray this ass up my face 4 or 5 times a day.
How many hours? How many hours do you get between? Because you've done it twice since we've been here.
I got to do 3 or 4 more times a night.
God damn, it sucks.
Because you can't pick your nose.
No, you can't blow your nose.
You can't blow your nose right.
You can't do anything.
And we just say you learned how to sneeze out of your mouth.
Just sometimes, I'll be talking to somebody, something shoot out, but it also involves blood and crustiness.
Oh, yeah.
And then it might hang on for a little bit, someone will just shoot out, maybe hit them on their shoot or whatever. And then the other's just kind of hanging off me. And somebody goes, hey, bro, you got a little, you got a little right there.
There was one, I'm sorry, man, but there was one where there was just this nugget that was sticking out there, big bloody friggin' nugget, and she can't grab it and pull it because they tell you not. Keep your hands out of it is the whole thing.
Right.
And she used that nasal spray, which is a lifesaver for her, and she sprayed that thing for had to be a half hour until it finally just.
Ew, man.
I was in charge of cleaning the doggone sink after her too because she couldn't look down and clean it.
The
horror scene that I had to clean out multiple times was awful.
That was miserable.
Love you, baby.
So our question, good or bad, what was your last medical issue? 206-803-ROCK.
Europe is just a few stripes away. There's still time to secure your summer travel with great fares. Fly nonstop with Condor Airlines to Frankfurt and connect to the best destinations across Europe. Book today at condor.com. That's condor.com.
3 rows, electric, room for plants. Always forward with Kia.
It started as brunch in Ballard. Then somebody says, let's take the ferry. And suddenly I've got 6 people, 1 wet dog, an aggressively large houseplant, and a kid already asking if we can get ice cream when we get to Bainbridge. My Kia EV9 seats up to 7, has the range for days like this, and gives us the space to say yes when brunch accidentally becomes a whole side quest.
Kia has a vehicle built for the way your life actually moves. Find your way forward at kia.com. Kia, movement that inspires.
At Farmers, our honesty is contagious.
Wait, am I going to catch honesty?
Well, when you're with Farmers, it's kind of inevitable.
Well, how long does it take to... I lied to you when you asked if I knew what a deductible was. I don't know my dad's birthday, and I thought umbrella policies were for rainstorms. Actual rainstorms. I have it, don't I?
You don't just have honesty.
You have Farmers. Bum, ba, bum, 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 bum.
Learn more at farmers.com. Underwritten by Farmers Truck or Fire Insurance Exchanges or Affiliate. Products not available in every state.
I scream. You scream. We all scream. Because Wendy's famous small classic Frosty is just $1 for a limited time. More screaming, happy screaming, summer screaming, dollar small classic Frosty screaming! But please don't scream in the drive-thru. It hurts the employees' ears. Get a $1 small classic Frosty for a limited time, only at Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. A la carte only. Not valid for delivery. Limit 10 per transaction. Price may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Back to school is busy enough. The last thing you need is shopping that makes it harder. Whether you're moving into a dorm, your first apartment, or just getting organized for the semester, Wayfair makes it easy to get everything you need in one place. Furniture, bedding, storage, decor, study essentials, all at prices you'll love, with fast shipping before move-in day. Get everything you need for back-to-school season. Shop Wayfair.com today.
Wayfair, every style, every home.
A lot of you stopped eating during that segment. All right. My bad. Good or bad, what was your last medical issue? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Nick. Welcome to the men's room.
Hello, hola. Welcome back to the airwaves.
Oh, thank you, man.
Thank you.
Yeah, so I was stabbed at my bouncer job back on December 6th at 1:48 a.m.
Just this past December 6th?
Yes.
Do you want to say where you were working when you got stabbed?
Well, I still work there, and I will omit that information.
Okay.
But,
I mean, I don't assume they're like, hey, come here if you want to stab people. So we understand that's not the idea. What was the situation where you ended up getting stabbed?
So it was a pretty busy like night, and we have a couple hot spots in the bar where it's like fights kind of break out. It's usually around the bathrooms, around the pool tables, so it's like all right. And I was looking back, and I could see something starting to stew, and then fists started flying all crazy, and I was like, oh, all right. I rush over there. These two guys fall over towards they fall over in general. I'm trying to pull. This dude's throwing haymakers at this guy on the ground, just wailing on him. All right. I pull him off, and for my day job, I work in special ed, so I feel something like sharp in my leg. I'm like, is this dude biting me? I look down, and I go, oh, I've been stabbed. And I stand up, and I start to say, hey, this guy's a knife, everyone, like, back up. He kind of, like, slinks out the bar. My bartender's like, Nick, you need to call the cops. I was like, oh, yeah, I probably should. And according to the cops, I'm just like the happiest guy. I'm like, oh, have a nice night, everybody. And I'm trying to give descriptions. I'm following the guy out the bar. And then when the cops finally put hands on him, I just fall to the ground. I'm like, all right, take me to the hospital now. And according to the police and the doctors, I was the happiest stab victim they've ever met.
Why did the guy stab you? Did he think you were someone else?
Because he was face down.
Oh, so the guy that was getting beaten up just turned around and stabbed whatever he thought was behind him.
Just whatever object that was a person, he just decided to stab. So I got stabbed in the back of the calf on my right leg from the left side to the right side, pretty much all the way through.
Wow. How deep was the cut?
It was pretty substantial, like 3 to 4 inches deep.
Jesus, man. So did that guy go to jail?
So that's the fun part. He was in jail for 64 hours and then got released on bail for obvious reasons. And then the prosecuting attorney decided not to press charges, and I was given a whole... If you haven't gotten these papers before, it is the funniest thing. Verbatim, it says, whether a crime may or may not have been committed. And I'm like, oh, all right, cool. Thanks. So he didn't have to go to... court or anything, so he just gets to roam free among the people.
Wait a minute. So they're not pressing charges on the man that stabbed you?
Yes, that
do you
is
realize? And what exactly? Again, because I'm thinking, what do I have to do to get arrested?
Well, I've had friends spend more time in jail for a DUI.
Yeah, for sure.
Than stabbing someone. That's nuts.
Yeah. When I got that fun letter in the mail. Drove to Fred Meyer, bought a pint of wild turkey, drove home, and fell asleep for 2 days.
Oh, I thought you were saying you gave the wild turkey to the guy that stabbed you. You deserve this.
How bad was the pain?
So the getting stabbed didn't really hurt too bad. It was after I got the staples in, and then I couldn't put my leg all the way to the ground for probably 3 months. And I live on the third floor with a no elevator like building, so that was a chore to get up and down. I only fell down the stairs once.
Oh, good.
Damn.
Well, that's a pretty good percentage.
Yeah.
How many stairs did you fall down, man?
Oh, it was so thankfully the stairs have like breaks. So it's 3 stories, but there's like 6 stairs per like break. So I only fell to one platform.
Okay.
I mean, it was probably funny as hell for looking, and I kind of wish I could like ask the HOA, like, hey, can you send me that video of me
Dude,
falling
it's always
downstairs?
funny when people fall. America's Funniest Home Videos has made a killing.
So, did you lose like bone mass muscle mass?
Yeah, so I mean, I'm fine now. I still do all my like martial arts and stuff, but it was about 3 months, and I could physically see a size difference in my legs, especially the calf. But it was only 2 staples, and they came out about 14 days afterward. They popped them out, and then I still couldn't put my leg all the way down to the floor. But the pain with the staples in and how large my leg was, inflammation was insane. I discovered how to sleep in the Trendelenburg position.
The hell is that?
Why just sleep in a chair for a couple days?
What's the Trendelenburg position?
It's when your leg is above your heart, so it can drain properly.
Yeah, I got you. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
We just call that elevating your leg. What the hell is it called?
Yeah.
The what?
Trendelenburg.
Okay, I remember that for Jeopardy, because that's the only time that's ever going to come up.
I just sleep in a chair for 2 days.
Yeah.
Miserable.
Yes.
I couldn't, it sucked.
If it were awesome, people would sleep in chairs.
I had to put shoes on so that I could anchor my feet down because I kept slipping down, like more like just
You're
like this.
sliding off the chair.
Yeah, like this, because I didn't have any anchoring. So I had to go get some like rubber shoes, so I just wouldn't slip. It sucked.
Hey man, are you still bouncing there?
Oh yeah, I'm there every Friday.
Okay. The dude who stabbed you, I don't know stabbing protocol. Can he go back? Is he allowed in since he wasn't charged with anything?
Yeah, like dude, I wasn't charged
like
with
if I
anything.
stab someone in the Olive Garden, I don't get charged.
Dude,
can I go back next Friday night for endless pasta or whatever it is?
Sold out.
Here's another funny thing. The girl he was with tried to come back like a couple weeks later. I was working because my boss just said, as long as you can just sit there and check IDs, I don't care. I'm like, all right, dope. I need the money. Solid. This girl walks in, and I'm like, all right. I text the owner, hey, can I kick out the girl that was with the dude that stabbed me? And he goes, oh, yeah, and try and get her picture. So we have a wall of shame of banned people, and we put them at the door so everyone can see them.
How many people do you think are on your wall of shame?
Is it people that walked out on tabs or people that just did worse stuff?
No, you need to be 86th, like causing fights, other issues.
Okay, but wait. If I look at your wall of shame, does it say what the crime is, right? So I see Miles, he walks out on a tab. I'm like, okay, in theory, he could come up with the money and make good.
What if I got caught having sex in the bathroom? Wall of shame?
So,
Cool, just checking.
Don't. First off, our bathrooms are disgusting.
Yeah, but that makes it more exciting.
Yeah.
You're going to get
this chick is filthy.
Fungal disease on your wing wang, but, you do you. No, so for the most part, it's just the person's name, unless we don't know your name, and then we have the crime. So, there's a guy that we call fence jumper because he jumped the fence after we kicked him out, which is a bannable offense. So, fence jumper's on there. But usually we just try and put the name, and then people ask questions about it.
How about Stabby McStabberson? Is he up there?
You guys got to come up with nicknames, dude. Seriously.
I found his photo so incredibly fast. And then he's on there, and the girl that he was with was on there. And the funny thing so I asked the owner, can I throw this girl out? He said yes. I said, hey, you can't be in here anymore. You need to leave. You're not welcome anymore. It's like, and she was like, wow. I was like, well, you're with the dude that stabbed me. And she goes, that was 4 weeks ago. And I was like,
oh, Jesus. She just gives you a
She's all indignant.
5 years ago.
You're still talking about that?
Me.
God, Nick, you just carry a grudge. It was 4 weeks ago.
Matter of fact, I moved on. I got a new boyfriend.
He wasn't even arrested. God.
I was dying laughing when I got her out. And then every so often I'll go to some of the other bars in town and I'll see the girl. I haven't seen the dude yet, but I'm not trying to find him. It's just happenstance and
easy.
Once again, bedroom colors.
Get a little sad. To be fair, he got stabbed.
You're right.
Cut him a little slack.
Got effing stabbed.
Mother. And please keep those words in mind when calling. Now, back to the program.
Good or bad, what was your last medical issue? 206-803-ROCK.
You got to wonder, what kind of dudes does this chick date if her response is, that was 4 weeks ago?
Right.
You have never dated anyone remotely decent in your life.
Right. You stabbed
You're
me.
still mad about that? Stabbing me? Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I do want to talk to some of her exes, though. What stuff has she done that she's just wondering why you're still holding it against her?
Yeah. Why are you nitpicking? Hello, Robin. Welcome to the men's room.
Uh-oh. Take us off mute, Robin. Hang on. Because there's nothing there, so she might be muted.
We'll get back to her. Hello, Bob. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, senors.
Hola.
How was your Monday? Hope your Monday is well.
Well, thank you.
Yes, indeed.
Right on. So this is about, I think you're almost 15 years or so ago now. I was every other weekend dad for a bunch of years and everything, and it's my weekend to see my son. And I worked at a ski area down in Oregon, and we were going to go night skiing that night. And so I pick him up, and we go night skiing, and we skied right up to last run. It's last run, and say, okay, son, last run. We're going to go down to the van. I had a van and had pizza and everything all ready to go in a movie and blah, blah. Anyhow, we're on last run, and there's a little cut where the snowboarders used to like to go up this bank. And so there's like a rut, and my son goes, hey, Dad, go off of that. And he's like, look over my shoulders, like, and I go off it. And I'm going like 5 miles an hour. And I was downhill, so my bindings were really tight. And I just kind of landed weird and kind of twisted wrong. Had a spiral fracture, tip spiral fracture on my left leg. And the funny part about it was my son's and my skis ended up crossed over. My son's like, Dad, uncross your other ski. And I was like, yes, son, I just broke my leg. And he's like, yeah, right. And so I pick up my left leg and it just drops.
Oh.
So, and he's like, oh. And it's like, and we're like last run, literally. So patrol is around. They're coming down sweeping everything. It's like, hey, snag a patroller when they come by. So last run, the full toboggan ride and everything. And the thing is, I knew that the patrollers that picked me up and everything were kind of chuckling about it. And so emergency room, blah, blah, and ambulance ride. So my son got his first ambulance ride when he was about 9, I guess it was. And I just picked my son up that day, and I had to call up my ex-wife. I was like, hey, you want to come and pick up Kyler at the emergency room? It's like, what are you talking about? And gave her a brief explanation. But
you probably ruined her. You ruined her date night.
Yeah, man.
She's been waiting to get rid of that kid for a month.
Well, no, she was working, but the thing that was probably the worst part about it, like the one dude just a few minutes ago, is that I had a mid-thigh cast for like 3 months,
Yeah.
And I lived on the second floor of an apartment by myself, and 19 and a half stairs, and I never fell once during that, but thankfully I lived right across the street from like the grocery store and the laundromat and all this stuff, but it was tough. So I had to do, like I say, 3 months in a mid-thigh cast going up and down the stairs.
What was your what's your day job?
So I worked graveyard shift.
All right, so you could still kind of go to work.
No, the company wouldn't let me go to work because I had that mid-thigh cast on it, and I worked in a snowcat. And
that's fair. Okay. I understand that. Okay.
Yeah. So they wouldn't let me, even though the doctor said I could, and I explained, I can do it. All I got to do is get up and into the cat and be able to get out and take a leak every once in a while and get out of the cat. That's really all I needed to do in the shift. So, but the company wouldn't let me do it. So.
I can see where they're coming from on that.
Yep.
Oh, yeah. I mean, from a liability standpoint as well, I agree with them, but it was like, God, I can go back to work, I swear.
Hey, man, did you hear your leg break when it broke?
Oh, I felt it for sure. I mean, it was a definite thunk, you know what I mean? It was a full-on tib-tib. It was a gnarly break, too. The x-rays were gnarly, and I didn't have the insurance, so it never got set right. So I'm almost like 3/8 of an inch shorter on my left side.
So wait a minute. You're telling me that without insurance, we're just not going to quite do it right.
No, and so it was the way I did it. It was a spiral fracture, so my leg is all twisted, and they had to reset it. They had to put me out, and even when they put me out, they said I was still like groaning. I could still feel it because they had to like pull on it and then twist on it and sort of get it set. So
okay. That's a good lesson to learn. Without insurance, we'll sort of do this for you.
The only thing I've ever broken, I have not been able to get fixed.
What'd you break?
I broke a toe when I was a kid.
Why couldn't you get it fixed?
There's nothing that they can do for it.
Oh, really?
They can reset it.
Which toe was it?
It was if you're looking at my left foot, it's big toe here. It's that index toe.
Okay.
And stupidest thing ever, dude. I broke it playing tag, man. Tag. I was playing tag with my cousins down in my basement, and then we were running throughout the entire basement area. It was just our playground down there, and I ran through a doorway, and I kicked right into the doggone molding, and I slammed it so friggin' hard. My entire foot turned purple at that point, and there's not much that they can do. They gave me like this little flat, I call it a shoe because it's not a boot. I literally just strap it on like a sandal, and it was flat to keep me from bending and flexing that toe, but you just kind of have to let it heal.
Did they tape it to your big toe or anything?
No, nothing, dude. I think they might have put like a piece of gauze around it to hopefully like kind of hold it in place, but there's not much they can do just based on where it's at. And because we went in to get it confirmed that it was broken.
Yeah.
Doctor comes in there, grabs my toe. Yep, it's broken. Oh, well, thanks, dude.
I know that.
They said, there's nothing that we can do for it, so they just left it there. And then the other one that I don't know if I broke or cracked or bruised or whatever, but it was my rib, which is another one. It's
nothing they can do.
No, they're not going to go in there and set it or do anything like that. So it was like, screw it. I'm not going to the doctor for this crap.
I broke 3 when I ate that mushroom.
Oh, that's right.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, this one over the weekend. This is awesome. A New York circus performer from an act named the Duo Darwin accidentally took an arrow to the neck during a stunt at the Orange County Fair.
Isn't that kind of what you pay to see, though?
The police, wait till you get to the end of this one. Police reported that a female in the circus Mercia, her arrow missed her target and hit her male circus performer friend in the neck at about 9:30 on a Friday night show. The two were performing a risky trick in which the woman shot an arrow from her crossbow at a foam target the man was holding. Now, videos posted online show the routine incorporating trick shots with a weapon fired backward or in complete darkness. Last night, unfortunately, when she shot the crossbow, it caught him in his neck. The good news is she caught him right in the very corner of the neck. There was no blood or nothing. Police said the man was airlifted to a hospital. I love the statement. If anyone witnessed the incident, please contact the New York State Police Bureau of Criminal Investigation. They did this trick in the dark. Okay, first of all.
Yeah.
Then they turned the lights back on, like, ta-da! But he's got this arrow going through his neck. He says,
Bravo!
Bravo! In a stable condition following surgery. He'll make a full recovery. Our thoughts remain with him during his recovery. We sincerely appreciate the outstanding care provided, blah, 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 blah. Here's where it gets great. Mercia requested that people respect the performer's right to privacy and refrain from posting any video of the incident on social media, which you knew exactly happened right away.
Yeah.
We would like to focus on the positive side of our shows. Everyone is welcome to share positive pictures and videos of the circus instead.
That is the positive
They
part.
said, with the support and encouragement of the injured performer and his family, all upcoming performances at the Orange County Fair will proceed as planned, despite the incident. After they turned the lights on, this guy's got an arrow going through his neck. They kept the show going. They just escorted
There it
him
is,
out.
ladies and gentlemen. There it is.
No, they kept going. It's like, hell with it.
You got a dart in your neck.
Next up. Yeah, exactly.
You know he wants that video out there, though.
Yes.
Because then
He's the one who got shot.
He can reference it at any time. I get it. Oh, he's embarrassed. The family's embarrassed. Like, dude, 10 years from now, he's gonna be like, hang on, this is me.
You know what she's going to say? Oh, my God, that was 4 weeks ago.
Good or bad, what was your last medical issue? 206-803-ROCK.
Europe is just a few stripes away. There's still time to secure your summer travel with great fares. Fly nonstop with Condor to Frankfurt and connect seamlessly across Europe. Stroll through the grand streets of Budapest. Relax on the beaches of Majorca or discover countless destinations beyond. Your vacation begins the moment you step on board. Europe is just a few stripes away. Book now at Condor.com. That's Condor.com.
3 rows. Electric. Room for plants? All ways forward with Kia.
It started as brunch in Ballard. Then somebody says, let's take the ferry. And suddenly I've got 6 people, 1 wet dog, an aggressively large houseplant, and a kid already asking if we can get ice cream when we get to Bainbridge. My Kia EV9 seats up to 7, has the range for days like this, and gives us the space to say yes when brunch accidentally becomes a whole side quest.
Kia has a vehicle built for the way your life actually moves. Find your way forward at kia.com. Kia, movement that inspires.
Girl, let's get real. Some pads are just diapers with a good PR team, but not the new Kotex BioCare. That's because Kotex BioCare helps defend against odor and irritants. And it's the first and only pad with this pH proactive system that helps optimize the pad's pH. Just think of it as self-care for down there. Check out Kotex.com for more details on the all-new Kotex, completely redesigned to meet your needs. You asked, we heard.
I scream. You scream. We all scream. Because Wendy's famous small classic Frosty is just $1 for a limited time. More screaming, happy screaming, summer screaming, dollar small classic Frosty screaming! But please don't scream in the drive-thru. It hurts the employees' ears. Get a $1 small classic Frosty for a limited time, only at Wendy's.
U.S. price and participation may vary. A la carte only. Not valid for delivery. Limit 10 per transaction. Price may be higher in Alaska and Hawaii.
Denim starts with Abercrombie, and the people who wear it make it iconic. Their high-rise wide-leg jean is such a closet staple, while their ultra-loose low-rise is the go-to for nights out. And who could forget the high-rise 90s Relaxed? It's the jean for every day. Complete the look with a bra-free top and you're set. Every pair comes in both classic fit and the viral Curve Love fit, with additional room through the hip and thigh to eliminate waist gap. It's truly denim made iconic. Shop Abercrombie Denim and more in the app, online, and in stores.
At Great Wolf Lodge, there's adventure for the whole family. You and your pack can splash away in the indoor water park, where it's always 84 degrees. There's a massive wave pool, a lazy river, and tons of water slides for your pack to enjoy together. And the fun doesn't stop there. Get ready to explore and play at adventure-packed attractions from Magi Quest, a live-action game that takes place throughout the lodge to the Northern Lights Arcade. There's also a bunch of great dining options and complimentary daily events, like nightly dance parties, all under one roof. And the best part? With 22 lodges across the country, you're always only a short drive away from adventure. So bring your pack together at a lodge near you. Book your stay today at greatwolf.com and strengthen the pack.
Whether you're into unsolved mysteries, solved mysteries, or creating your own mysteries, Amazon Music's got millions of podcast episodes waiting. Just download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite podcasts ad-free. Included with Prime.
It's Sophia with an F, Franklin with the Y, and if you're looking for some bubblegum dum-dum podcast, then you are in the wrong place, baby. Whether I'm reminiscing on the trials and tribulations of working in the corporate world to recapping today's latest reality TV show, you're going to want to pull up a chair and stick around. It's a good time and always 100% unfiltered. Follow and listen to Sophia with an F wherever you get your podcasts.
The shenanigans continue. This is the Men's Room with Miles and Thrill.
Our question, good or bad, what was your last medical issue? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Megan. Welcome to the Men's Room.
Hi.
Hola.
Well, I'm about 11 and a half weeks out from breaking my femur on my right leg.
Damn. Ooh.
That's the big one.
Oh, yeah.
It is. It is. It's not a fun one to break.
How did you break it?
I came off of one of my horses and I landed perfectly wrong.
Did it sound like a stick of dynamite going off?
No, it kind of felt it. You know how when you like feel and hear something at the same time, it was just like a pop. Honestly, like that's what I heard, a little pop, because it's pretty deep in there.
Okay, so
it is. Those are the biggest bone in your body.
I was going to say, so where on your femur did it snap?
Towards the top.
Is that good, bad, or irrelevant?
I don't really know. I just know it's not fun. So
how much longer? I'm assuming you're still in a cast. You said this was, 11 and a half weeks ago?
No, I didn't get a cast at all. They put a metal rod in, and so that stabilizes it from the inside. So I broke it on a Friday afternoon. May 15th, and then I had surgery the next day, May 16th. And so, they never put a cast on it. They're like, don't bear weight on it for 6 weeks. And so,
well, it sounds like you're driving. You could drive, right?
Now I can. Yeah, I couldn't for the first, because it's my right. If I broke my left one, maybe I could have.
How long, what's your leg like now? I mean, could you play hopscotch, or you still got to wait it out?
I am building back the strength. There was they did x-rays at the 6-week appointment, which was June 29th. And they said, yep, you've got enough new bone formation that you're good. You can start weight bearing. But when you don't weight bear for 6 weeks, it's not just the bone that's got to heal. The muscle has to build back up, too.
How many times have you fallen over?
I haven't fallen over. Well, actually, I did fall over, but my horse pushed me. So
all right.
That was fun.
Yeah, I mean, what inspires people other than like a guy in Thailand who wants to put a hut on top of an elephant and take a ride? To ride one of the biggest animals in North America. Like, what do you go like, I need to get on top of that thing and see what it can do, you know?
It's just fun. Actually, it's funny because I got discharged from home physical therapy on July 16th, and then I started outpatient physical therapy the next week, which was 3 weeks ago. And I was talking with the physical therapist, and she goes, okay, so you were discharged from home physical therapy last week? And I said, yeah, on Thursday. And then I got in my truck and picked up my horses and went to a horse show with them. And she just shook her head and laughed. And I just love horse people.
Yeah,
because you guys are all crazy.
You never see a guy holding on to a giraffe's neck in Africa,
right? Just
nah. They're even no.
So did you fall off the horse, or did the horse buck you off?
It was kind of a combination. So I was riding her, and she was cantering, and she did a little jump, not a buck, just a jump. She's a younger horse. My trainer was there too, and she just did a little bit of a jump, and I fell forward a little bit, but when I went forward, my spurs got her in the side.
Oh.
And so then she really jumped and was like, "Ooh!" And I was already forward and not sitting how I should have sat because she jumped in the first place. And then I came off, and I landed perfectly wrong. And then, as soon as I came off, she stopped and looked at me like, "I'm so sorry."
Are you sure that was the look on her face?
Or ha ha!
I was waiting to do this.
But then I told my trainer, I was like, I'm going to call 911. You get on her and ride her because I don't want her to think that that's how you get out of being ridden.
Okay.
Oh, no. I'll show you.
Yeah. Man,
okay.
Oh, man.
All right.
You're talking about horse. A friend of mine, her uncle is a trainer for a stable of horses at Emerald Downs. So last Sunday, myself and the family went down there, but we got all the tour behind the scenes kind of thing.
Those things are huge.
Well, and we know they're big, right? We know they're big. I understand they're big. Racehorses are particularly big, and they're athletes, as it were. And but he takes us back into a stable, and it has to be 15 to 18 horses back there. They are all monstrous, man. And when you walk down, you're walking through these stables. They line both sides. They're all kind of looking at you. Some seem friendlier than others, but we're there with a couple of little kids, too. Well, they're 14, 15 years old. And two of the girls that were there, I guess they ride, they do equestrian, whatever the hell it is. And they're like, oh, this one's so cute, beautiful, gray horse, white mane. And he's like, whoa, 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 whoa. Not that one. You could feed all. It was not this one. We're is he racing today? He's like, no, but he always thinks he's racing, right? So the way he explained it, they're all in different schedules. And the day that they're going to race, they do different training. So once you do this different training with these horses, they understand, hey, in a few hours, I'm going to go out there and do the thing that I love doing. This particular horse, that was gorgeous and didn't look particularly crazy. He's like, this horse is nuts. And he goes, it doesn't matter. He always thinks he's racing. He is always amped up. And all I can think is Mike Tyson before a fight. and they're going to go up and ask for his autograph or something, man. They are all so big. And they're all so weird. So at one point, he's just going on about it was interesting. But I realized when I looked over my shoulder, all of these horses are staring at you. And a couple of them are moving their heads up and down. And I'm like, what does that mean, man, when they do that? When he's like, well, sometimes it means they want attention. But what does it mean other times? Don't know. He's like, just leave him alone. I said, I'm going to. I just, God damn. And then like how secure these things, like they are just massive.
I feel like you were walking through a prison hallway.
Yeah, and then basically, right? And then he's like, hey, man, you go down to the winner's circle one time, and we've done it once before, and I remember the whole thing. This horse had just won. It's still amped up because it just did its thing.
Sure.
The veins rippling, it's snorting, it's angry. 3 people are holding it, and I'm just like, I don't need to be here, man.
Good or bad, what was your last medical issue? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Wade. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
Hey, happy 55th, guys.
Well, thank you, Wade.
Thank you, brother.
Appreciate it.
You know, Ted, I was just thinking about it while I was on hold. I was born in 1968. I've been listening to KSW longer than you've been alive, bro.
All of us.
Yeah.
Not me.
Yeah. Well, if he was born in 1960 and he started in 1970.
No, 68.
Oh, you were born in 68. You got to buy a year.
But you weren't listening to KISW before it flipped the rock. Wasn't playing like classical music or something?
Yeah.
No, I've been listening, since I was about 6 years old, so about 50 years anyway.
Okay. Yeah. All right.
Yeah. I've seen all the transitions and everything, stations come and go and everything, and you guys are still going strong, man. Wish you many more years of success.
Oh, thank you.
Us too.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Till they put us out to pasture.
They went to a farm up the road.
They're around those guys.
So this guy walks into a bar, namely me, here out in Yelm. There's only a couple bars. And the back door, they've got, you come through the back door, and there's like a little threshold, like a wooden threshold in the bottom. You know, underneath every door, it's got a little threshold. And I rolled my ankle on that thing, and it's like 3 steps down into where the pool tables are, concrete floor. And I ate crap. I fell down those stairs, and I broke my femur, my ankle, and tore all the ligaments off the outside of my left foot.
Jesus.
What is it with everyone breaking their femur? And again, as you pointed out, it's not like you fell 15 stories. You went down 3 steps, right?
That's all it took.
God. I feel like the smaller the fall, somehow, like, look, if you fall off of a roof, we kind of know what the damage is going to be. But somehow people step off of a sidewalk, and just like you're saying, you tear every ligament in your leg, you break your femur, and you made a total step of 6 inches.
What was the recovery on that?
Man, that was about a good 8 months. I just recently actually had x-rays, and they said it healed perfectly. So, some nights I still kind of feel it a little bit, but, they said the bone looks good and everything, the joints and the ankle and femur, and I don't know about my ligaments yet. I don't know how. They didn't do anything to try to, fix those. I guess there's nothing they can do about that.
Now, do you get, a free tab at the bar? Because, look, if I own a business, right, and obviously you eat S, I understand there's a potential lawsuit. I'm sure it's not what you want to do, but...
So it's funny you asked that,
yeah.
Because I went in there about, I don't know, a month later, and the owner was in there, and I told him about it, and I said, it's probably on your camera or whatever, your whatever. And I told him that buddies of mine said, I should sue him. And I said, well, I'm not going to sue the only few, watering holes here in Yelm. And he's like, dude, drinks are on me all day.
Yeah, so you can do it again.
Yeah.
So what was he? What was the
shift was over? And then told the next barmaid keep him going all day long, all night, whatever he wants.
What was the hardest part of the recovery? Like just day to day doing something. Like what was the most difficult thing?
Well, so I've got a 5-speed pickup truck, a little Ford Ranger. I could not. They scooped me up and mopped me up off the floor, and they drove me home. And but I could not drive my truck. I couldn't push the clutch in. So,
yeah, it sucks. Okay.
So, and then work was a no go for at least 6 months or whatever.
Damn.
And do you get paid? Who pays you?
Nobody.
You say you fell at a bar. I'm like, all right, that's a tough ass.
Yeah, this guy falls into a bar.
Yeah. I'm not going to pay you for 6 months.
Yeah. No, so I just was out. I lost my job and everything. I couldn't work. I couldn't walk. So they didn't do surgery or anything, kind of like the other caller. They just pretty much let it, and being a guy, I didn't go to the hospital right away. I waited a few days.
A few days?
Maybe a week. And they said, well, you've already waited too long. We can't really do anything, so you're just going to have to let it set on its own. And so that's what we did. But apparently it seemed to work out fine.
Okay.
I'm back working again. So
same place?
No, different place.
Ah, okay. Yep.
Also, though, Mike was talking about his index toe. So when I was a little child, I might have told this story before, but You know the old swing sets where they had like the tubular steel frame?
Yeah.
And if you didn't cement them in the ground, when you're swinging on them, those legs lift up and down. Well, we used to take turns holding that leg down so that other people could swing, and that leg came up, it came down and cut off my index toe. Yeah, my foot was only about 2 inches wide at the time. I don't know how it didn't cut off all my toes, but it only cut off half of my index toe.
So it's still gone to this day, right?
Oh, yeah.
All right, flip-flop free.
Back to the first knuckle, yeah. And so that toe now subsequently gets squished between the other surrounding toes, so that one gets pushed down underneath the other two toes.
Is this the same foot on the leg that you broke?
Yeah.
All right.
Good time.
Good for you.
Good or bad, what was your last medical issue? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Martin. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola. Yeah, at the tender age of 50, I had my right knee fully replaced.
Why did you have to get replaced?
Just years of wear and tear, really active in, doing different things. I played, I guess, minor league, beer league football until I was like 38 years old. And
oh, damn.
Just training and, all that kind of good stuff.
Isn't that amazing? You do all these things to be healthy. You're as fit as you're ever going to be in your life. The flip side is, we got to replace your knee for all the athletic stuff.
So is it better now? I mean, like compared to your other one, the real knee?
Well, better now, yes. But the recovery time was a little bit longer because I was so young. They tell you to wait until you're like 65, 70 years old to get your knee replaced. Well, I couldn't wait. Just because they don't last very long, but I guess the technology has gotten better.
Why could you not wait? I mean, did it hurt that much? Was it you weren't able to walk or what?
Yeah, it hurt that much. Could only walk, for so long before having to rest or sit down. And then I have to get my left knee replaced at some point too. So I'm trying to push that out as long as
I was going to say, it's kind of like being a dog, isn't it? One goes and you got to get the other one.
Yep.
Right. Yep. It's, it's highly not recommended.
Okay. So are you going to try to get the other knee replaced soon, or are you going to hold out until you're 65 or 70?
I'm going to try to hold out as long as I can. I just started a food truck business a couple of years ago. Well, it was right before I had my surgery. I found a truck that, I couldn't pass it up. And then knowing I was going to have surgery, had to put it, park it for a while. But now we're going as much as my body will allow me.
What kind of food are you slinging in your food truck?
It's Hawaiian style, indigenous barbecue. I'm indigenous, Tulalip and Hawaiian. And so
you got macaroni salad. You got macaroni salad.
We do have mac
That's what it means.
Yep, we got mac salad. And if you're going to be at the 55-year anniversary at the Tulalip Amphitheater, you will see us there.
I'm looking for you then, bro. Hey, what's the name of it? Just so I know what I'm looking for.
It's a big orange truck, and it's called Sapa Barbecue. Sapa in Lushootseed, which is our language here in Tulalip, means grandfather. A couple of years ago, our son made us grandparents.
Oh, wow.
Yeah.
I thought he made you grandparents.
Maybe a babysitter.
Yeah.
How come never a potato salad?
We just, growing up, we never really made a whole lot of potato salad, so it was always mac salad. On my wife's side, potato salad all day long. Every event.
Now, what are you putting in your macaroni salad, man? I'm very particular about this.
Kind of green pepper, right?
There's 8 ingredients, or we like to say there's 9. So you got the noodles, you got the mayo, we got rice vinegar, soy sauce, brown sugar, green onions, and carrots, and aloha.
No eggs?
No eggs.
Okay.
Why you got to put carrots in there, man? I mean, like, why? Just, you're doing so well. And like carrots, of course. They're always...
Well, I love macaroni salad. That's what
I do, too. I just don't like carrots. All right. Well, I'm going to come look for your truck, man. What would you recommend to give? If I roll up to your truck, what do you recommend?
Well, I mean, what do you like? So we have a mochi chicken fried, chicken sandwich with steak and jam, a gochujang aioli with pickled veggies on top. Of course, we could hold that for you.
Well, look, I'm black, so I'm going to go ahead and get the fried chicken sandwich. I mean, I got no problem playing the stereotype.
Maybe you could do crow that day.
We might be able to
do some black crow.
Might do some black crow. Yeah. Why not?
Well, I was trying to swing it where we can buy bulk of the men's room sausage and maybe do some fried rice with that, but I don't know if we can do that. Because,
that'd be awesome.
I just haven't found out yet if we can.
Okay,
dude.
We'll get you in touch with Uli. If that helps.
We can do that much.
All right.
Send us an email. We'll see what we can do to help you make that happen, man.
Our question, good or bad, what was your last medical issue? 206-803-ROCK.
At Great Wolf Lodge, there's adventure for the whole family. You and your pack can splash away in the indoor water park, where it's always 84 degrees. There's a massive wave pool, a lazy river, and tons of water slides for your pack to enjoy together. And the fun doesn't stop there. Get ready to explore and play at adventure-packed attractions from Magi Quest, a live-action game that takes place throughout the lodge to the Northern Lights Arcade. There's also a bunch of great dining options and complimentary daily events, like nightly dance parties, all under one roof. And the best part? With 22 lodges across the country, you're always only a short drive away from adventure. So bring your pack together at a lodge near you. Book your stay today at greatwolf.com and strengthen the pack.
Whether you're into unsolved mysteries, solved mysteries, or creating your own mysteries, Amazon Music's got millions of podcast episodes waiting. Just download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
Hinge Health Enso relieves muscle pain in minutes. It's an FDA-cleared device that delivers drug-free relief on the go, so you could feel better by the end of your favorite podcast. Check your eligibility at hingehealth.com/move.
Hey y'all, I'm Maddie. And I'm Poodle. And together we host the podcast Reality Gaze. We are two ridiculous homosexuals who love nothing more than talking about reality television and tearing in a new one. So whether it's 90 Day Fiancé, Love is Blind, Love After Lockup, or any other trash TV show about lonely hearts looking for love, your gay besties got you covered, y'all.
New shows every week. Follow and listen to Reality Gaze wherever you get your podcast.
Gaze, let's flow.
Live on the free Odyssey app. Text the guys at 206-803-ROCK from the Pinky's Plumbing Studio. You're in the men's room.
Yes, is as good as my count of our categories. We've got three. We've got growing old, fair foods, and the 2026 NFL season. That is on the way after emails on our question, good or bad, what was your last medical issue? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Ryan the Iceman. Welcome to the men's room. Oh.
Can you guys hear me good?
Yeah, man.
There it is. So I want to start out by saying that I am very healthy now for what I'm about to tell you guys.
Uh-oh.
So the last half of January 2025, well, prior to that, I had gone through a breakup, so I was just putting myself through the S. I was like smoking 2 packs a day, drinking, not eating, drinking alcohol, not drinking water. I was just going through it. And I was driving I was driving back to my workshop from out at the Aberdeen area to Olympia. And I just start feeling this chest pain. And by the time I get to Tumwater, I'm in my shop and I'm just like looking at my coworker and like, hey man, I gotta go to urgent care. Like there's something seriously going on with my chest. Like it's not getting any better. So I drive myself to urgent care, which is about 10 minutes away. By the time I'm coming into the parking lot, I'm losing consciousness because the pain is so unbearable. I actually wrecked the front end of my car parking because I just couldn't stop it in time. I go stumbling into the urgent care. They see me. They immediately grab a wheelchair, rush me to the back, and they say, like, look, we're transporting you to St. Pete's, which is the hospital, the main hospital in Olympia. And by then, my mother had showed up because I called her, and I'm like, she works for Providence as well. And I'm like, there's something going on. And so she's back there with us, and I tell the doctor, I'm like, look, I can't afford an ambulance ride. My mom's here. She'll just take me to the hospital. And the doctor straight up looks at me and is like, you're not going to make it to the hospital. And I'm like, oh, Okay. So we get in the ambulance. I start kind of arguing with the EMTs because I don't like needles, and they are trying to put IV in me.
Those
they
bastards.
Get it in because what?
I said those bastards.
Yeah. But they finally get it in because I go under. I come to in the emergency room with about 15 people around me. They're hooking me up to stuff. There was a priest or something, like, reading me my last rites. The doctor straight up told me, like, hey, I need you to answer some questions for me. If you lose consciousness and we lose your heart rate or your heart, do you want us to revive you? And I'm like, sure. Like, I don't care. Like, make the pain go away. And they thought that I had what was called a AAA. Mind you, I was 37 when this happened. It was like, what do they call it? Something abdominal aorta aneurysm or something like that.
All right.
Like a main blood vessel, like it burst in my heart. That's what they thought was
Jesus.
going on.
All right.
So what had actually happened was my body just decided to finally be like, okay, you're treating us like S, so we're gonna
kill you.
We're
shut
gonna
down.
completely go nuts on you. So I ended up getting what was called claustrocarditis, which due to like I had high blood. So my blood pressure was like 200 something over 120 something because that's why they thought that something had burst inside me. My body had developed what's called GERD at the same time as claustrocarditis. So claustrocarditis, the cartilage in between your ribs and your breastbone, like inflammates, and then it pushed up against my ribs and my heart, which made my heart just go completely haywire. And then the stomach acid was like built up or something because I was just drinking damn near nothing but alcohol. And so yeah, my body just went completely nuts. They did a whole bunch of tests. Like they put a camera through my wrist up to my heart to check everything out.
Jesus.
They had me on Dilaudid.
Ooh, I've heard that's the good stuff.
Yeah. Yep.
Yeah.
My dad was taking it every morning when he was in my house.
And what kind of mood was he in?
He died after that.
Oh, Jesus. Okay.
It didn't take long. He must have been in some pain.
Now, I've heard of GERD. What is GERD?
It's like it's something to do with like your intestine. It's like
I mean, you had it,
like
man. I figured you're the source.
It's like a heartburn. It causes heartburn, regurgitation, like where the acid starts coming back up, and then it also causes chest pain.
Ryan, how hot was this woman? I mean, to put you through all this, how good looking was this woman?
I mean, she's good looking, but we were together for about 15 years and 2 kids, and then it just ended
God.
abruptly.
Yeah, that's kind of a big deal.
Yeah, but healthy now. I spent a week in the hospital. I had my work let me keep my job, so that was nice.
What have you changed in your life?
5 different pills.
I mean, obviously you probably quit drinking and all that kind of thing, but I mean, like, are you eating healthier? Are you exercising? All that stuff.
Eating healthier. I walked it. I try to get at least 2 miles in every day for my lunch at work. I work for a different company than I did then now, but
Ryan, do you
don't smoke cigarettes anymore?
All right. Could you get a platform for your bed to elevate your head? That'll get rid of your GERD.
I don't, but I have added a couple of pillows, so I kind of like
dude, that was a big game. Because I had that too. That was a huge game changer.
Really,
just being able to elevate my head. I just got one of those platforms that picks the front and lights up. It also vibrates. It's pretty good.
They also gave me pantoprazole, which kind of settles everything in my stomach, and then 4 different type of heart medication because my blood pressure has not recovered since.
Man, I'm hearing all this. This would just lead me to be like, I'm not dating again.
No.
I'm not dating again.
No.
It's just like the fallout's too much.
Well, man, good luck, Ryan. I hope you're okay.
Yeah, no kidding, man. Jesus.
Good or bad, what was your last medical issue? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, Ryan, not the Iceman.
Hello, Ryan.
Hello.
Hola.
Hola, bicholas.
Hola.
At Great Wolf Lodge, there's adventure for the whole family. You and your pack can splash away in the indoor water park, where it's always 84 degrees. There's a massive wave pool, a lazy river, and tons of water slides for your pack to enjoy together. And the fun doesn't stop there. Get ready to explore and play at adventure-packed attractions from Magi Quest, a live-action game that takes place throughout the lodge to the Northern Lights Arcade. There's also a bunch of great dining options and complimentary daily events, like nightly dance parties, all under one roof. And the best part? With 22 lodges across the country, you're always only a short drive away from adventure. So bring your pack together at a lodge near you. Book your stay today at greatwolf.com and strengthen the pack.
A burst pipe. A dead water heater. The AC calling it quits. Who do you call? HomeServe is an easy way to handle unexpected home repairs with plans covering stuff basic homeowners insurance usually won't. Instead of scrambling for a contractor, you make one call to get the repair process started. Join the millions of customers who trust HomeServe right now. Go to homeserve.com/podcast for 50% less your first year. That's homeserve.com/podcast. Savings compared to renewal price void in Florida.
Whether you're solving murders during breakfast, cracking cold cases on your commute, or playing amateur detective at bedtime, Amazon Music's got millions of podcast episodes waiting. Just download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite true crime podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
I'm Susie Welch, the host of Becoming You, a podcast where I help you stop living by default and start living by design. Listen to Becoming You wherever you get your podcasts.
First-time caller, long-time listener.
Well, we appreciate that.
Glad we had a question that brings you to the table. So what horrible news do you have to share with us?
When I was 35, I was diagnosed with stage 3 brain cancer.
Jesus. How old are you now?
45.
Okay. All right. And so when you hear this, what's the next step?
Hold on. Let me roll up my window.
Thanks, bud.
No worries.
Yes. We got you. It doesn't sound like you did anything.
Question?
I was saying, so once you hear that you have stage 3 brain cancer, what is the first step in treatment? What's the first thing you need to do?
They took me in for surgery and were able to cut 98% of it out.
Okay. Okay, so the 2%
So they
that's still in there.
They basically took a baseball out of my head, of my brain.
Could you see where the baseball was?
Yes, you can in the MRIs they take now.
Okay. So does it look like if I looked at you, you would have a giant dent in your head?
No.
Okay, well, that's good.
All right, so they take out 98% of this, which includes part of your brain. Is there anything that you notice that is different about you after this?
No.
Okay.
I feel perfectly fine.
Now, what about the 2% that's still in there? Is that something they're worried about flaring up again or what?
Yeah, actually, I just had it flare up like 6 months ago.
So, Ryan, you're saying you only have 2% of your brain left?
No, 2% of the mass that...
Oh, okay. All right. Okay.
All right, so you said this flared up again. Is this something you can physically tell, or do you have to go to the doctor and they tell you that it's flared
No,
up?
I was having strokes again.
Oh, Jesus,
Because that's how they originally found it.
Okay.
Because I had a stroke in the middle of the night and fell out of bed. And I couldn't get up because the whole left side of my body was numb.
All right, so with the 2% that's in there flaring up,
like a fish on the ground.
are they going to? Can they now cut out that 2% that's still in your brain, or what?
No, I'm not eligible for any more surgery.
Okay.
So they maxed me out on radiation, and then they put me on chemo again.
What do they believe to be the cause of this? Is this hereditary?
I don't know.
Okay. All right.
Jesus, man.
Not a clue.
That's a lot, man.
That is a lot. So
That
it's
is a
like,
lot.
well, it's bad. We can't give you another surgery. And I get it, but also, like, guys, look, if this is a one-shot deal, this would just be negotiating, and I'm sure there's a perfectly good reason. But, like, can we go for 100% clearance?
Yeah.
Like, if you can only do this one time, cut my head open. Like, try to get it all if you can. Jesus. You know.
Good or bad, what was your last medical issue? 206-803-ROCK.
Hello, David. Welcome to the men's room.
Gentlemen.
Hola.
How's everything going?
Doing well. My face is in pain.
Nice.
Nice, yeah.
It's like a big tight thing.
At about 19, my vision starts getting really blurry. And I went and saw a couple doctors, and at the time, my father was working at Swedish. And he goes, okay, we're going to go to see this guy at Swedish. He's a specialist. We're going to see what's going on. So I'm going, okay, whatever. I'm just, I went from 20/20 vision to now I have to change my glasses about every 2-3 months, and vision in one eye is different than the other. So I have no depth perception.
How quick did all of this come on?
About 6 months.
All right.
And so I'm sitting there just going, well, this is great. So we go to Swedish. I'm visiting with this specialist. Great guy. One of my all-time favorite docs. Anyway, he puts me in the chair and kicks my parents out. I'm a young kid, so I'm sitting there, and he's like, well, you have a really bad stigmatism. And I'm like, well, what causes that? He goes, well, the stigmatism is pretty natural. Everybody, you can have a stigmatism and be okay, but yours is getting worse. And he, we're the only ones in the office, and it's a dark room. And I'm like, okay, so what do we do? And he goes, well, you're going to need a cornea transplant. And so then I'm like, well, what is causing this? And the doc kind of leans in real close and goes, haven't you ever heard if you touch yourself, you go blind? And he total straight face. And I'm like, what? And then he starts laughing hysterically. He goes, it's a good thing I know your dad.
Yeah, no kidding.
Right? And so anyway, what it is it's called keratoconus, where if you have allergies and you use a ton of Visine and you rub your eyes, your cornea is porous. So what it's trying to do is get whatever you're rubbing into your eyes out. So it thins out. So, okay, well, let's get this done. I go, and my biggest question was, is this going to hurt? And he's like, no, there's no blood vessels in your eye. It's a, easy procedure. We'll take this little round blade. We'll cut your eyeball open. We'll, use the donor eye, do the same thing, same size, and then we'll, sew it back together. Only thing is, within the first 24 hours, you can't take it down. For 4 or 5 weeks, you can't lift over 10 pounds. And it's got all these things with it, right? So I'm like, okay, cool. We go to the day of the surgery. We go in there, get done. I'm laying on the gurney. I'm a pretty big guy, about 6'2", and about 290 pounds on this gurney. And they've got me strapped down. And I wake up and I'm like, that guy lied. This is ridiculous. And about that time, he comes over and he goes, oh, you're awake. And I can't move. And he kind of leans down and he goes, are you okay? And I'm like, you lied. I go, this hurts. And he goes, think about it. Does it hurt or is it super irritating? And I'm like, well, it's really irritating. He goes, yeah, you've got 150 stitches in your eye. Ah. Your eyelids got to get used to it. Wow. But it doesn't hurt, does it? And he goes, and by that time I'm so mad at him. I said, you're a jerk. Leave me alone.
Yeah. But you have cadaver's eyes in your head now.
Yes.
How long did you stare at yourself in the mirror when you realize that you're looking at eyes that you've never had before?
Well, it takes I will put it this way. When you have 150 stitches in your eye, the vision is not the greatest. Okay?
Fair, yeah.
And when, it's just like at night, even now, I still probably have 100 stitches in each eye.
Jesus.
Did you have to lay on a table face down?
I'm sorry?
Did you have to lay on a table face down?
No, you're
Like
facing
cataracts?
up.
Okay, all right.
No, you want to face
you're
up with that, yeah.
Yeah, because they've got to take that little round scalpel and cut your eyeball open.
God.
There's videos of it online.
Yeah, I won't watch it.
Well, the worst part is the whole thing, right? You go in and you can pop a stitch, right? So then all of a sudden your eyeball's used to, the stitches being in there. But then if one comes loose or breaks apart, it's loose. And you know what it's like having something in your eye that you can't get out, right?
Yeah.
Well, I popped a stitch and I went in there and you got to go see this specialist because just your normal eye doctor is not going to cut out the sutures, right? So I go in and see him, and we had gone on a 21 run the night before, so I think I was still a little bit inebriated.
Oh, I'm sure.
And he he gets me in the chair. He goes, "Oh yeah, you popped out a couple stitches. No big deal. We'll cut them out." And I wasn't feeling that great in the first place. And he goes, "Okay, well here's how we do this." He goes, "Okay, you hold open your eye." I'm like, "What?" He goes, "Yeah, take your fingers and we're going to deaden your eye, but I need you to hold them open because I need both hands." I'm like, "Huh, okay." And he shows me the scalpel, and it's kind of a rounded scalpel. And he goes, "Okay, hold open your eye." And he's got tweezers in one hand and the scalpel in the other. He goes, "Well, now your vision's gonna go a little crazy, but it's all right." I'm like, "Okay." So he grabs the stitch that's loose, pulls on it a little bit, and my vision goes crazy. It's like, have you ever seen those, like in a movie where all of a sudden the screen kind of pans out, right? Everything kind of it's like you're looking into a kaleidoscope kind of thing, right?
All right.
So he pulls on it and cuts it. And I'm like, "Oh, that wasn't too bad." And he goes, "Oh, that's nothing, kid. All right, hold on." And he takes that scalpel and turns it around and pushes on my eyeball. So now my vision caves in. And he slides the scalpel up underneath one of the stitches and then pulls on it and cuts it. And now, I'm sorry, I've been drinking all night. And the first words out of his mouth were, "If you throw up on me or on my equipment, I'm going to kill you."
No, sorry, bud.
Yep. It's the same. I'm envisioning this being the same. Did you ever get snipped? Your boys? It's the same thing. When they pull down from the top where your stomach is on the vas deferens, it feels like you got just racked as hard as you've ever been kicked. And
is that why your stomach hurts when you get hit?
It's all from the top. It's not even from the bottom. It's not from the testicles. It's from the stomach. It's like when they pull down on that one to tie it or just to.
But it still feels like it got kicked in the boys.
Oh my God! Yes, it's like even though the road is not connected, the road is still connected. I don't know how in the hell it happens. It is. It's like a ghost kick.
Yeah. Thanks, body.
Yeah. Your guess is as good as mine. Cut up the categories include growing old, fair foods, and the 2026 NFL season. I want to say the Hall of Fame game is maybe this Thursday night. Is it
Thursday?
Let me double check.
Yeah, it's got to be coming. Because somebody commented on YouTube said, "Thank God that was the last weekend without football."
Thank God football is back. And we got your emails on the way next to the men's room at KISW.com.
Whether you're into unsolved mysteries, solved mysteries, or creating your own mysteries, Amazon Music's got millions of podcast episodes waiting. Just download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
This episode sponsored by She's Birdie. You lock the hotel room door, then check it again, and maybe one more time, because even the nicest room can feel unfamiliar at night. That's why She's Birdie created Birdie Box. With She's Birdie, you can bring peace of mind with you. Birdie Box is a portable travel door alarm for hotels, dorms, Airbnbs, and anywhere you stay away from home. Just attach it to the door frame, switch it on, and if someone opens the door, Birdie Box blasts a loud siren and flashing alarm to alert you and everyone nearby. Because the best part of travel isn't worrying, it's sleeping soundly. Birdie Box from She's Birdie, locking in peace of mind wherever you stay. For safer, more confident travel, visit shesbirdie.com. That's SHESBIRDIE.com.
I'm Jenna Fisher. And I'm Angela Kinsey. And we have the podcast Office Ladies. Every Wednesday, we'll be sharing even more exclusive stories and lots of laughs. Follow and listen to Office Ladies on the free Odyssey app and wherever you get your podcasts.
Whether you're solving murders during breakfast, cracking cold cases on your commute, or playing amateur detective at bedtime, Amazon Music's got millions of podcast episodes waiting. Just download the Amazon Music app and start listening to your favorite true crime podcasts ad-free, included with Prime.
Hinge Health gives you access to pelvic floor therapy at no cost to you. So you can laugh until you cry, not pee, and tell pelvic pain to take a hike so you can too. Check your eligibility at hingehealth.com/move.
99.9 KISW. We return to the men's room with Miles and Thrill.
All right, your guess is as good as mine coming up. But first time for a few emails to the men's room at KISW.com. Coming from our question on your last medical issue, this one says a couple comments. Does Miles have a smaller nose because of said surgery? I'm pretty sure he hopes so.
No.
Right now it's thick and it's tight. I know they cut off some of the front of it, believe it or not. A little bit of it, yeah.
Did they do that cosmetically, or was it necessary for the procedure?
A little bit of both. So,
damn, you got a big snout.
No, it hung over the front of my nostrils. So it was like, like a
trunk?
Like a hook nose.
You're like an anteater.
So they basically got rid of the front, so like that would open up my nostrils more, so I could breathe. Yes, exactly. It's exactly what I did.
Did you realize that it hung in front of your
my
nostrils?
nose penis? Just kind of hung down. Well, when they first shaved the cartilage, it weakened it.
So it just drew more?
Yeah, it kept like every year.
Tell me you got a picture.
It's like ears, you know what I mean? But I got to find out on Wednesday when they pull all this crap out. I don't know, maybe. My last surgery was actually earlier this year, a deviated septum and widening of the nostrils. Doctor said it was one of the worst cases he had ever seen.
How narrow were you? I do not have that problem. I'm one step away from Joe frickin' Camel.
They can get pretty narrow.
Really? Yeah, your wife has narrow nostrils.
That's what she was told, and she was also told it was one of the worst cases that the doctor had ever seen.
Did they make her nostrils bigger?
A little bit.
Can she do this?
No, she can't.
Yeah.
No, she's still got still very slim nostrils.
Okay. All right. That's what attracted you to her. Don't lie.
That's right.
That girl's got some slim nostrils. That'll make her my wife.
Guys, 3 months ago, I was told I had esophageal cancer after an endoscopy. I had the more imaging done afterward. Was told it was stage 3 with 1 lymph node. VA hospital in Seattle removed a 2-centimeter tumor, and it came back as a pre-cancer. Was told the image was blurry afterwards. Procedure sucked because they poked 3 holes through my esophagus. But at least I'm cancer-free.
Yeah.
Oh, boys. I called in a couple months ago right after I got hit by a car on my e-bike and got a compound tib-fib fracture. I've now been through 3 surgeries, and I'm healing up, but still scooting around a knee scooter or crutching my ass all over the place.
Not an e-scooter, but a knee scooter.
Yeah, I can't yet put weight on that leg. Probably can't for another month. I've been injured many times in my life, but this... but nothing like quite having bones stick out of your body. The pain has been nuts at times. I spent weeks lying down with my leg up, just letting the blood rush to my foot by lowering it. At the beginning, felt like I've been shot in the shin. Pretty pain-free now, but damn, you couldn't pay me enough to go through this again. $5 million, honestly, I don't even think I'd take it. That from Irish.
Yeah, I wouldn't either. It's not worth it, man.
I cannot imagine being on pain meds that long.
No. What did you make? 2 days for like? I want
one.
Poop?
Just one.
Just one.
I just had to poop.
You traded pain for poop.
I really did. I think I was sitting there like, oh God, oh no, but like, you know what? A good solid one is so much better than this. But just glad you're back. My last medical interaction was getting all of my teeth ripped out June 2nd. Bad genetics and depression left me with my teeth falling out of my head in chunks the last 7 years.
What?
Took a massive toll on my entire body. I spent almost every day the last 7 years feeling like I'm on the verge of puking. Most days I would normally do that several times. The infection in my gums wrecked my digestive system. Took a toll on my breathing, and at the beginning of this year, I started to have vision issues that were caused by the infection working its way up into my head.
Jesus.
Another year or so of living like that, and I could have lost vision in at least one eye. Might have just woken up one day and not had it. So not having insurance that helped me with the cost left me with no end to the problem in sight. So I was at a loss and looking at the free options offered by the University of Washington and the dental students. A very dear friend of mine went around to several people he knows and clients through his job and found me an amazing dentist, as well as I got those people to donate $19,000.
Damn.
I needed to get a full extraction surgery and a set of the nicest dentures the money can buy. I truly feel like one of the luckiest people in the entire country.
Don't overstate it, but I hear what you're saying.
I'm 36 years old. I can't put into words how much the surgery helped my life for the better. It's been a complete turnaround. The amount of energy I got back is more than I can remember. Confidence, another level entirely.
Sure.
I spent the last 7 years hiding out in a warehouse job because there was no way I could get a job working the public eye with the way I looked. Now, 2 months out of surgery, I've already nailed my goal of getting back to bud tending at the weed shop. And I'm happier and healthier than I've ever been, with a wider, brighter, more confident smile. So for anyone struggling with dental stuff, do what you can do when you can do it, and don't be afraid to be honest with people and ask for help. It could mean the path to life, a better life, that you've ever known.
How unsightly are you that you can't work as a bud tender?
Yeah.
Like, no one's in a bad mood when they're buying weed from you, you know?
Shout out to Andrea and the entire team at Advanced Dentistry at Century Square in Seattle, and Joey and the family at Berlanga Dentures. P.S. I've skipped every men's room event in the last 7 years. Those days are done now.
All right.
That's from the real James P. Sullivan. What else we got here? Guys, last Thursday I had dialysis fistula to clean my kidneys, ripped out of my chest. Uncle Stinky, I don't know what that means.
Wait, what?
Dialysis fistula?
To clean my kidneys, ripped out of my chest. I have no idea.
A fistula is an abnormal tunnel or passageway that connects two body parts that do not normally go together.
Oh, all right.
Okay.
God!
Robin here. During a diabetic eye exam, doctor found calcium on the back of an eye. Had to investigate where it came from. It had been determined that my aortic valve is 80% closed and is calcified. I am scheduled for open heart surgery next week. Well, good luck with that, Robin.
Yeah.
Let's see here.
Yeah, she called.
Last year, tore my rotator cuff, had tendons and ligaments repaired, had an ankle injury in 2014, rear its head, caused an infection on the inside part of the right ankle. Surgery scar that was healed for years decided to split open and not heal. It had a staph and strep infection. MRI showed that the left side wasn't the issue. It was the outside parts of my right ankle, with ligaments and tendons that were torn, and a bone spur the size of a marble. Yeah. Doctor cut open both sides of my right ankle and still have a hard cast on mine. Hope to get it removed next week and into a walking boot. I've just been down in the dumps and feeling helpless and useless, but I'm still alive and kicking, if anyone wondered. That from the Oak Plain Drifter. And one more. 2010, fell LT 18 feet onto a steel plate. Broke 12 ribs.
Oh.
6 of those I broke twice. Fractured my back in 2 places. Fractured my neck. Had a concussion. 34 stitches in my head. Let's see here. We should probably get a contestant on the line for your guess is as good as mine. 206-803-ROCK. But first time for a couple of emails. Brought to you by Men's Room Roasted Red Salsa from San Juan Salsa Company.
Responsibly.
Michola's, today is my 55th birthday. Can I get some shotgun gets from Thrill? And the Dirty German telling me about my wife's new massage table and the massage I hope to get tonight. Mm-hmm. Thanks, guys. That from Roberts.
Get. Yeah, first of all, any table can be used as a massage table. However, if you want the proper massage from your wife, have her do it hands-free, just mouth.
Got a massage table?
Yeah, mouth massage.
That'd be a great gift to get anyone you love.
Doesn't have a face hole.
Yeah, exactly.
But the only people that are going to use it are people that get massages.
Gentlemen, I'd like to wish my son Eric a very happy 39th birthday. Let's see. We don't have any Coach Ted all week. We don't have any Coke Ted all week. We don't even have Ted all week.
Oh.
But let's see here.
We have
how about some David Lee Roth? Running for some Thrill Shotgun Gets. I love you, buddy. They're from Mom, Dad, and TJ.
Get. That means I hit him. Get.
Oh, yes. All right, guys. Here you go.
Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday. Happy, happy, happy birthday to you, to you, to you.
Ya's a Dirty Germans, brought to you by Men's Room Original Sausage. Available through Uli's World Famous Sausage, mensroomlive.com, and other fine retailers. Schweinefleisch.
You know, because of this nose surgery, no offense, man, you're a little flat, the birthdays.
Oh, I know. I
can
barely breathe.
Happy
The fact that I got through on you, that was amazing.
Happy, happy, happy birthday.
Yeah. I'm going to bring some more nasal spray tomorrow.
You bring them more?
I have to.
God damn.
Yeah, it's man, you want to pass out.
How crappy was it walking into work today, right? Hadn't seen him in a week, and I was like, hey, turn the light, hey, and the first thing I see is just a big-ass bandage on the nose.
It's a cast.
Yeah.
It's a cast.
Oh, it's an actual cast.
Yeah. It's a cast.
Yeah, it's hard.
Huh.
Yeah,
well, I tried not to touch it, so I didn't. What's that?
On the inside is worse. Okay, time for a little Your Guess is as good as mine. It's an easy game to play. You pick from one of these three categories and try to get as many right in said category before 3 strikes and you're out. Steve, who is our contestant ready to play Your Guess, is as good as mine.
It's the Brock of Seattle. Hello, Brock. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, bitches.
Hola.
How are you, Brock?
Hey, good, Miles. So how long you out of golf up there, buddy?
You didn't see I hit a hole-in-one again yesterday?
No.
He did.
Yeah, 205 out.
Are you
right?
kidding me?
No, I'm dead serious, dude. Right in the hole. Alan Moore, number 8.
Insane,
I was like, second. Well, look, dude, I can't escape the pain in my face. I mean, I can sit on the couch all day, but I mean,
do
something. It's going to hurt anyway.
Did it hurt every time you swung that club?
No. Oh, no. I looked at that thing. I was like, that's going in the hole. And boom, it went right in the hole. I was like, man. All right, Brock, what do you want? Do you want the 10 states that have the best fair food? Do you want ranking, according to ESPN, of the 2026 NFL teams with the best projected starting lineups on offense and defense, or the best state to grow old in? Which category you want, Brock?
I'm going to go with the football since we're about ready to start all that.
That's what I figured.
Yeah, let's go.
That's why I pulled up the category.
You said the Hall of Fame game is Thursday, Mike?
Correct.
Between the blistering rivalry that is the Arizona Cardinals against the dreaded Carolina Panthers.
That's correct, sir.
Jesus.
Yeah.
That is bad.
They want to prove you're a fan.
So, Brock, here's what they did. They took 3 of the top ESPN NFL analysts, and they said after an offseason chock full of trades, which we do have, new coaches, free agent signings, draft picks, all 32 NFL teams have the rosters mostly set for this year. But how do they stack up when compared to each other on paper? So these 3 guys individually ranked every lineup in the league, offense and defense, and combined their ballots to form the ultimate preseason roster rankings, considering factors such as talent, age, and production. So the top 10 teams are there, and it's based on what is on paper right now, what they're looking at.
And that's where the game is fought.
Yeah, Brock, so you know how the game is played. Get as many right in said category before 3 strikes and you're out. So who do you think the top 10 in the NFL are, according to ESPN?
So is this what they think that it's going to end up, or they're just saying
this is their guess? For
Yeah.
right now, they're saying, look, looking at the rosters on paper, what these guys have historically done as players, put them together, we believe these are the top 10 players.
Exactly. It's not the power rankings. Obviously, they don't start till they start playing. But they're saying these are the 10 best teams on paper going into the season in the NFL. Kind of like EA Sports would do with Madden.
Exactly.
Just like, but they're rating the entire team instead of the individual players.
All right. I'm going to start off because they did so much in the offseason this year. How about the Rams?
Rams are the number 1 team.
Yeah. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
According to ESPN. And did Darnold, did he decide to come back? Did I miss
I
that
don't
over the
know.
week?
I know he not
Donald's
saying
still here.
Darnold.
Donald. Aaron Donald.
Oh, still in talks.
Yeah, I think
he's interested. I don't think he's coming back
All right.
yet.
Yep. LA is number 1, the Rams.
All right. And I just because we're in Seattle, I have to say the Seahawks.
Seahawks are number 3 on paper.
And they won the Super Bowl. That goes a long way.
Yep.
All right. And then we might as well, even though the coach can't keep it in his pants, we'll go with New England.
Ooh, they are number 7.
Really?
Yeah. Number 7.
Look, man, I know they made it to the Super Bowl. Congratulations to them. I understand. There's just something about them where I'm like, yeah, okay.
Is he going to get out of this just scot-free?
Yeah. I mean, what are you going to do?
All right, I'm just saying.
At the end of the day, it's just he cheated on his wife.
Cheated on his wife, and you guys know about it. That's literally.
She named her kid after him.
I know.
That's so
That's the one that just sucks. Like that poor guy, that poor dad. You know, he's like, yeah, come here, Mikey.
Yeah, you're named after the guy my wife is.
Yeah, let's go throw a ball in the backyard.
As long as he keeps winning, man, they will keep him in there. People have gotten away with a lot worse.
No, let me have that.
All you got to do is win.
Let me have that Coke can you were drinking out of. I'm going to take that into a lab. There we go. All right, yeah, you're 3 for 3 there. Patriots, Seahawks, and Rams, all the top 10.
All right. I'm going to say Chicago.
Wow, Chicago
Bears.
on paper. No, they're not in the top 50.
Really?
Nope.
But you got to think about it like this. They had a good year last year, right? But what happens is a lot of time, look, the Steelers are going to find out this year if you have the number 1 schedule this year.
Right.
So based on what the Bears
easy
have on the
schedule?
field, you have a tougher schedule.
Oh, okay.
The better you do, so the Seahawks, in theory, are going to have a very tough schedule
Right.
because you're going to take on the number 1s from every division you play. The teams that The Browns, on the other hand, have the same garbage schedule they always have. The fact they can't get out of it tells you how bad they are.
Mm-hmm. Okay. All right, what's your next guess?
All right, so is there another one that's in our division?
Oh, I'm going to tell you, there's not one. You've already got it.
Yep.
You've already got the
You
two
know
teams
it's not
in
the Cardinals, so it's not. I'm going to guess Denver might be up there, man.
Look, the 49ers are at number 11, just to give you an idea. So they got them pretty high.
Everybody is talking about Denver right now. I don't know why, but they are.
Yeah, all right, why don't we go Denver?
Denver, number 8.
Yeah. Good offense, good defense. Very good defense.
4 of the 10 so far.
If it's ESPN, there's one team that's going to make it in regardless of how good or bad they are. Yeah.
I hope not. Use your heads.
How about Kansas City?
How about Kansas City? Kansas City, believe it or not, number 12.
Oh.
Yeah, right out of the top 10.
That's ought to be annoying when they're in the championship game next year. We're not even good.
I feel like the Bills are always in the talks.
Bills is getting a lot of hype right now.
Right.
Got a new stadium?
Yep.
What about Green Bay or Detroit? I'm trying to think. It's going by division.
They are loving Jordan
Love
in Green Bay right now, aren't they?
Are they loving Love?
Loving Love.
Love.
The Lions have been on fire. They're kind of on the downhill, but
they are. But you still don't want to play them,
sure,
right? And you think they're throwing Jackson toward the end of the season last year? They were acting like Jacksonville was this big thing.
The talking point that I saw was like, this is Trevor Lawrence's year that he has to do something.
Something, yeah.
Stonehenge. No, he looks like Easter Island.
Yeah, he's Easter Island.
He's Easter Island.
I know where you were going.
Yeah. All right.
Thrill, you said somebody at the beginning, I was going to go with them, and I forgot. Oh, let's go Dallas.
Let's go Dallas. That's third strike. Dallas is 14 on the list.
The fact that they're even that high.
Yeah. Have you guys want to try to clean up the table?
So I'm going to say, because I'm a homer, but I do believe this, the Ravens.
Ravens, number 5.
Yeah, they got to be up there.
Yep.
Let's go with the Steelers.
Steelers, no.
No.
Yeah.
Look, I don't like the Steelers. I respect them greatly, but I don't like them. But their coach is like, if you want milquetoast, they got the right coach.
Right.
Aaron Rodgers is, come on, man.
Is Detroit on that list, Miles?
Detroit's number 6.
The Bills?
Bills, number 4.
Still missing number 2. Trying to think.
Because the Hawks are 3, right?
Right. Is Atlanta cooking at all? No.
Never. Not to be in the top 10.
Right. Not Carolina. Not New Orleans.
Probably not the Buccaneers.
Right. I'm trying to think of the rest of the AFC West. You got the Chiefs. You got the Raiders, who are still hot garbage.
AFC, NFC left.
2 NFC, 1 AFC. Okay.
I'll just give it to you. Number 10, they say the Green Bay Packers.
It is the Packers.
Maybe.
They say the Green Bay Packers are the 10th best team on paper. Number 9 is the Texans, believe it or not. Followed by Broncos, Patriots, Lions, Ravens, Bills, Seahawks, 2 Philadelphia Eagles. They have as the second best team in the league, and they're saying the Rams are number 1. So there you go.
I guess.
Is A.J. Brown still on the...
No, they are not friends at all anymore.
Well, I know they're not friends.
No, they're not friends.
Because I'm just thinking, like, if they don't have a top receiver, like, they got Saquon Barkley, and he's great.
Browns with the Patriots now.
Okay.
Yep. It should be fine.
Coming up at 5:08, we'll drink and toast with the shot of the day. You are listening to The Men's Room.
9.9 KISW. The Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill.
All right, coming up here at 5:08, we'll drink and toast with the shot of the day. And we do have your headlines on the way at 5:50. But first, quick check with Mike Hogg and some of the stories and headlines he is not working on.
Well, thank you, Miles. A new study found that work stress was linked to poor sleep among older adults.
And younger adults. And people with jobs.
Everybody who's working ever.
Yeah.
Anybody. And why is it just work stress? Honestly, it's anything that's bugging you is going to screw up your sleep.
Sure. I think they just want to point out work, too.
Right.
In case you didn't know.
Maybe it's because work is, that pinnacle thing that we all cling to.
It pays your bills.
Right. Keeps the roof over your head.
Right. There's a bigger fallout. If someone breaks up with you, they broke up with you. Right? You made someone mad, they're mad. You lose your job, well, you still got to pay bills, all the crap.
Right. Nobody waits for that crap. Nobody waits for you to get it around.
And generally speaking, no offense to anyone, but problems at work are also the least important part of your world.
Absolutely.
So I think you stress about it more because the people you have to deal with, like, you're not important in any grand scheme of things, but understanding I have to pay my bills and all that, I have to endure you.
You're right. It is simultaneously.
It's not a mean thing, but it's like, look, work's important, but inevitably in the course of my life, it's meaningless.
Right.
And the people that are mad about something are equally meaningless. However, because I must pay bills and a mortgage, take care of the kids, it's like, right, this is a super important thing.
You're not wrong, dude. Like, at the end of the day,
cosmic, like, nobody ever said, man, I wish I worked more, right? And so,
right.
No one says it.
At the end of the day, you just want to be home.
Exactly.
People get excited for the weekend for a reason.
That's why people watch look at their watch all the time.
Yeah.
Because they want to be somewhere else.
It's the only thing outside of the true important things that we dedicate all of our time to.
Absolutely.
There's a lovely woman that works in this building. I see her all the time, right? She's always like, 15 minutes.
Oh, yeah.
You know exactly what we're talking about.
Look at him out.
That's
Here
right.
every day.
Almost.
But
That's
to
right.
work.
Almost.
Every time it's there. Like, just count the minutes.
2 hours.
Almost there.
Like clockwork. No
Hell
offense.
yeah. The Ohio State Fair's poster contest. They've drawn controversy because the winning poster was AI generated.
Well, that's not really
No, you didn't make it.
It's just because it's the contest winner. And I saw the poster. I'm like, it's a fine poster.
Yeah, it looks
The
fine.
problem is that it's a contest. Not there's If they had just said this is the poster we're doing.
Well, if
no one
it
would
was
care.
an AI contest, then yes.
Sure.
If it's, all the different
Right.
AI things, and they want to get together and have a little contest, then good.
And if that's the design that you wanted, but you're not really good with the art part of things, like
Sure.
okay, that would make sense to me. If it was a crummy piece of art that was then fixed up because the design itself is great,
Yeah.
cool. You just said make me a state fair poster.
That is correct. And then they won.
That's the way of the future, though, man. Is the problem is that it's like who has the best prompt for the AI? That's basically what it's
pretty
going to turn
much.
into.
Mm-hmm.
Who puts in the best prompt? And that's going to be everything. That's going to be movies. That's going to be music.
Oh,
that's going to be
guaranteed.
art. All of it, man. Doggone it. Apparently, men who are trying for kids, they should avoid junk foods because it's been linked to heavier newborns. So men who are found to get the bulk of their calories and nutrition from ultra processed foods, like their kids metabolically speaking, like they were predisposed to be bigger kids.
Well, it makes sense.
Right. Your DNA's involved too, bro.
Yeah.
It's not just what the woman's putting in her body during the cooking process. It's about the ingredients that you used when it went into the oven.
You see the guy who, I think he's from the U.S. originally, lived in Chicago. This guy, he lost like 70 pounds or something.
Okay.
Okay, so anyway, this guy lived in Chicago, lived his life. His doctors are like, you need to lose weight. Ended up getting a job in England. Anyway, he's like, look, I didn't listen to the diet. I didn't really change my diet or anything. I lost 70 pounds, and it's because of the food that is available.
Yes.
Because I'm eating the same things I eat in the States. It's just not ultra processed and all that. So it's like, I didn't diet or not.
I lost
like, honestly, my doctors would be pissed because I kind of ignored what they said. It just worked out.
I lost 10 pounds in Africa. Eating breakfast, lunch, and dinner, as much food as I wanted.
Yeah.
Right.
I came back 10 pounds lighter. I don't eat breakfast and lunch every day. I just, typically I don't have time. There, I just ate every day, and I came back and I was like, what is happening?
Right. Mm-hmm. I had an Uber driver, and I don't remember what medication was. I don't remember if it was like blood pressure medication or diabetic medication, whatever. But same thing, he went to Africa to go meet the woman that would be his wife. I learned way too much about this man in the span of 15 minutes. I hated this Uber ride so bad. But he said that he survived that entire time without his medication, and he didn't even notice that he wasn't taking it.
Yeah.
And does like food in England, does it last a shorter span of time on the shelf?
I'm sure it does, but you got to understand it. The way things work in other countries, though, they don't buy bulk groceries.
No.
Because everything's a local market. But also the countries are considerably smaller. So even though we're eating quote-unquote U.S. food, like the orange came from 3,000 miles away. So they have to put things in there to preserve it. We buy bigger refrigerators because we just buy a lot of groceries at once. That's what we do. So if you want to hold, you can go to the market every day too.
Exactly.
I don't want to do that. And so I eat crap.
Right. You also don't need Twinkies.
That's correct.
But doggone it, they're amazing. Put your thinking caps on, Jen. Time for the Merriam-Webster word of the day. Now, you guys have better odds because Ted's not here. I know he's been kind of just cornering the market here on the word of the day. So now we at least have a chance. But I do give you guys a 60% chance of success on this one. It is a verb brought to you by the letter M. M as in Mike. A verb brought to you by the letter M.
He's wanting to name drop himself.
And to do this is to make something less severe, harmful, or painful.
Mitigate?
Mitigate, Steve
All
the
right.
Pro. You nailed it.
Okay.
You got to say masturbate, but
that works too.
It does. Hey, endorphin release, man.
I'm not so mad anymore.
Can't even tell my leg amputated.
What was I pissed about? Doggone it. A new study suggests that eating less protein could be the secret to aging well.
Eating less?
Eating less protein.
So what are we supposed to do?
I don't know,
Coffee's
man.
good for you, coffee's bad for you.
Right.
I need protein, eat less protein.
Every time they have a suggestion on losing weight, it's always just very high protein, very high vegetables, that kind of thing. Like no carbs.
Right. No, and then give it 6 months, and then they said, actually, no, you need all the carbs.
You get more protein.
You need all the starch. Bring down the protein. We should honestly just have a whiteboard of all the medical advice that we get and put a date next to it.
That's not a bad idea.
And then just flip it and see how long it takes for them to flip it to the other side.
Opposite, yeah.
Right. At the end of the day, people's bodies are different.
You know what? That's a very good point.
We say it all in here all the time, Thrill. You can eat whatever it is that you want, and you look the way that you do, and whereas I try to not look the way that I do, and I can't help but look the way that I do. So there's certain things that certain people can do that other people can't. So
I see what you're getting at.
That's right. Great white sharks have started moving north into the UK.
Yeah, it's because there's food there.
That's right.
Everything's moving that way.
That's right.
California are saying the same thing. They're saying that, believe it or not, fish are going to start popping up on the outskirts of Oregon that have never even lived remotely in the area. That's why all the crab left Alaska. Like, they all just they keep going where the colder water is.
Yeah. Right. Trying to not cook themselves alive out
well,
there.
the Pacific Ocean's going to cook, for the next 2 or 3 years.
Oh, yeah. I got to wonder if English people taste as bad as English food. In other words, the shark attacks one person off the beach like, nah, dude, you know what? I'm headed back.
Oh, vinegar.
Let's go back to France.
Right.
I cried. They're fluffy.
What people do you think would taste the best?
Italians.
Yeah.
Oh, the French.
Maybe. I don't know, man. I'm going to Italy.
I'm going Mexico.
It's not a bad call.
They would taste fantastic. A little spicy, but they taste fantastic.
Who do you think would taste the worst?
England is up there.
I think Scotland. Anywhere like that.
Easy.
Come on. You're telling me you
Russians.
See a Scottish person. Russians would be tough, but would have some nutritional benefit.
No matter what, you always eat it cold.
Yeah, always.
The next wellness drink has been discovered.
Oh, boy.
Functional beers.
I saw the headline of Lost Interest.
It's a non-alcoholic beer. It's a low ABV beer. It's a hop water. It's beer that isn't beer.
So basically what they're saying is that beer is nutritious without the alcohol.
Yeah. That's basically what it is.
Well, just
no
drink
alcohol.
an alcoholic beer and take the benefits of that, and the alcohol.
Both.
Yeah,
but we've seen it. It's the next generation isn't drinking. The alcohol sales have been down. It's actually starting to hurt the alcohol industry just with how little people are.
Well,
drinking.
keep in mind their version of hurt is a lot different than ours.
Of course,
no one's going under. It's just instead of profiting $92 billion like we projected in Bev, we only made $89 billion. Oh, my God.
Oh, no. I
I
guarantee you, no one made the decision to have sex with me in a sober state in their life.
I'd guarantee that, too.
You know what I'm saying? Like, there's I got to get a muscle to do this. There's no way. So, I don't want to serve that at parties.
Right. It's got my average up.
It doesn't do anything for me.
I had my first NA beer last weekend.
Okay.
I did not know it was an NA beer. There's just a cooler full of beer. The non-alcoholic crap was supposed to be in a different cooler. So I just saw a beer I hadn't seen. I didn't look at anything. Cracked it open, and this one woman says, "What do you think of that beer?" I said, "To be honest with you, I'm just being nice. It tastes horrible." And then I finished the beer. Finally, I'm reading the side. I'm like, "It's NA."
Gotcha.
So look, if it had tasted good and it's NA, I go, "Huh." But I mean, it really tasted terrible, and I did not know that it was NA.
Gotcha.
It needs booze.
Miles, what day is it, my friend?
It is a Monday.
It is also a National Grab Some Nuts Day.
Yeah, I did that earlier.
Top 10. The Men's Top 10.
And because I'm a child and I can't stop myself, I went to rebootwithjoe.com, who's got the 10 most common nuts here in the United States, as far as snack nuts go.
Peanuts got to be
number one. Peanuts.
So don't shoot the messenger because there are things that are not considered nuts on this
Cashews, then.
You might find those somewhere. Yeah. Believe it or not, number 10 on the list, peanuts.
That's number 10?
They're actually a legume, not a nut, but are commonly used as such. Though given a bad reference association with food allergies, they contain the highest amount of protein at 7 grams per ounce than any other nut.
I'll tell you this. It's my favorite nut.
Peanut?
Peanut.
All right.
Gotta be.
Just go straight nuts, or do you do salted? Do you get them seasoned at all?
Man, dry roasted is the way to go. But I mean, I'll take them shelled. I'll take them anyway. I actually have some peanut butter at home right now.
Attaboy.
Oh, look at you.
I'm waiting to die to choke on that. I bought some milk. So.
The last time I actually had peanuts was at a baseball game.
I eat a bag every time I go. That's my go-to. Some people like soft pretzels. Yep. Everyone has their thing. Hot dog, whatever. I'm a bag of nuts guy.
Gotcha. If you're looking to get more omega-3s into your diet, look no further than walnuts at number 9.
I'm not a big walnut fan.
They contain significant amounts of alpha-linolenic acid, or ALA, or the plant-based source of omega-3 fatty acids.
And if you can hear the sound of my voice, understand walnuts have no place in chicken salad.
Nuts have no place in salad, period.
Thank you.
I will fight people on that. I'm sorry. The crunch that I like out of a salad is The lettuce. Carrots. Period.
What's the one? Is it
pine nuts work.
Is it a Waldorf salad? Is that the one that has like walnuts and a bunch of other
like
crap?
I like that when they do that with Like,
I mean, look, I don't eat it, so
Yeah.
blue cheese,
Fruit and nut salad generally made of celery, fresh apples, walnuts, and grapes.
Little fruit.
Dressed in mayonnaise. Yeah, this is just not you all day, Steve.
Everything about that is...
Everything in there is just a no. However, at number 8 on the list, Filberts. Hazelnuts.
Yeah.
And cob nuts, I guess. Does any other nut taste as good covered in dark chocolate? Besides its versatility in the realm of desserts, hazelnuts offer high amounts of dietary fiber and phytosterols.
That's why I like them.
That's right. They also contain the largest amount of folate of all tree nuts, which can help reduce the risk of cardiovascular disease and depression.
What's the Nutella, right? That's hazelnuts.
Yep. Which, to be honest with you, I have never bought a bottle of it, and I don't know that I've really had it all that much.
You love it. We bought Nutella for the house. So my daughter and I were in San Diego last week for Comic-Con. We stopped to get something to eat. She got a pizza. They had strawberry, banana, and Nutella crepes.
Ooh.
So I'm like, I'm getting it.
That sounds fantastic.
So I ate about half. She did not like the cheese on her pizza.
Okay.
So I said, I'll tell you what, I'll finish your pizza, try this. She lost her mind, ordered another crepe.
Oh, my.
And then when we got home, we have Nutella now sitting on the kitchen counter. It was a massive hit.
That does sound fantastic.
I have opened up Pandora's box with Nutella for her.
Has Nutella finally cooled off a little bit?
What do you mean?
Like, I remember...
Well, if you like it, you like it.
When it first came out there, it exploded. Everything needed to be Nutella. Nutella was on every shelf. If it was the spice rack, I don't care. It was everywhere. Has it calmed down just a little bit?
I think it's calmed down, but I will tell you, man, it is so effing good.
Okay.
It really is.
Okay.
Especially with banana.
She doesn't want the banana, but she also has strawberry. We have bananas as well at home.
Strawberries would be good.
Strictly for the Nutella.
I do like this one. Pistachios show up on the list. Again, the 10 most common nuts. They carry the lowest amount of calories per ounce of all the common nuts and one of the highest proteins at 6 grams per ounce. I will sit there and I will grab a dish for just shelling these things, and I'll demolish a bag, dude.
Yeah.
I love pistachios. Which I didn't when I was a kid.
I didn't either.
They were a weird nut. They tasted a little bit funky. The shell was hard. I couldn't bite into them like a sunflower seed.
Yeah.
But my dad used to do the same thing. And then as I got older, now I've even had ice creams. I thought pistachio ice cream was the weirdest doggone thing I'd ever heard of.
Outstanding, man.
And that's all the Dubai chocolate is, right? It's just pistachio like puree inside of it.
I believe so.
So not bad. Pecans show up at number 6 on the list.
Yeah, it's too high.
It's too high.
It should be like number 12.
No, I love pecans, man.
Really?
Oh, God, yeah.
It was truly the first pie I ever tried was a pecan.
Oh, that's a good pie.
And I liked it, but I have never found another good spot with pecans.
I would say with pecan, treat them the way that they're treated with the pie. Cover them in sugar.
Pretty much.
Do it right, and they're delicious.
Even then, the candied pecans.
Even like Trader Joe's candied pecans.
Trader Joe's does a fine job, and to be honest with you, I'm good after like 2.
Really?
Yeah.
My wife and I will take down bags.
Right. Pine nuts. A.k.a. pignoli nuts. Is that how you say that?
I guess.
It's a staple of the Mediterranean diet. They're the basis of the classic pesto.
Yeah.
Literally the nut found in a pine cone of certain species of pines. Pine nuts are rich in vitamins K and E, iron, and zinc.
They're fine. I mean, as an ingredient, they're fine. I can't imagine just taking a handful and being happy that they're in my mouth.
Yeah, I'm with you.
I mean, they're fine.
They're okay.
Yeah.
They'll work. We've gone all over the different places with nuts. We just haven't gone to Hawaii just yet. Macadamia nuts that contain them.
They're better than I ever give them credit for.
Sometimes they're okay. Other times they're not.
They have a weird texture when you bite into them.
They do.
They always accompanied with chocolate.
Maybe that's why I like them.
Yeah, I know. That's what I'm saying. They never could just exist on their own.
They do, though.
They
sometimes.
needed something else all the time.
I feel like when I crunch into them, I feel like I'm crunching into. I don't know how to explain it, but it's it's a slow, shaving crunch when I get into it.
I know what you mean.
It's a weird texture that I don't know if I like.
It's more like giving in than it is breaking.
Yes.
And then finally, at some point, it breaks.
Right. I don't get it, man. But they contain the most calories and fat and the least amount of protein of any of the common nuts listed here. But before you pick them out of your bag of mixed nuts, macadamia nuts are one of the largest sources of a special kind of monosaturated fat. Omega-7. This fatty acid has been steadily studied over the past several years for its role in decreasing levels of LDL, which is the bad cholesterol, alleviating the effects of diabetes through increased insulin sensitivity and increasing fat metabolism and controlling weight.
Damn.
See, they're diabetics, just eat macadamia nuts. You'll be fine.
That's all you got to do.
Quit your bitching. Got it. Again, these are the 10 most common snack nuts. Number 3 is where we show the fruit nut, cashews.
Ooh, they're good.
That should be number 1 in my mind, dude.
You think?
I love cashews.
I mean,
You can't
fine.
give it number 1 if it's not a nut.
Yeah.
Don't even give it a break to make it number 3.
Right.
I love them, but I mean, it's not even a nut.
Okay. They're incredibly high in protein, but not only that, they're a high-quality protein containing quantities of all of the amino acids that your body requires. In addition, cashews contain high amounts of iron and, more importantly, copper, which is crucial in aiding iron absorption and why everybody's stealing them so that they can go and scrap it.
Actually, the meth heads are actually eating the copper to up their iron absorption.
But isn't it also like one of the fattiest or like... You're supposed to eat nuts in your diet if you're wanting to maintain health.
Yeah.
But cashews, maybe it's because they're not a nut.
They're not a nut, right.
But like apparently they will actually work in the opposite direction.
Oh,
Like
really?
one of the least healthy nuts. I don't know.
I got fat on cashews.
Says it makes it an excellent source of utilizable iron for vegetarians and vegans, which does make sense.
Okay.
Which does make sense. Number 2 on the list. Never been my favorite. Brazil nuts.
That's too high.
Harvested from trees in South America and contain the highest amount of the mineral selenium.
You know what they used to be called, Mike?
No. It's an essential mineral. Didn't Wade get one cut off? That promotes DNA repair and protects the body from oxidative damage. They also play a critical role in thyroid hormone synthesis and metabolism. They're just too big.
They are kind of big.
They're friggin' huge,
Wait,
dude.
you're talking about the old name or the personal preference?
Come on, man.
So big.
This is so big. Like Brazil. It's the biggest country in South America. Doggone it. And then I'll leave you with this last and final. The number 1 most common nut, you guys have already named it. Almonds.
Yep.
Now, Joe listed almonds first because they're his absolute favorite nut, but if you've ever, let's see here, almonds are beneficial for overall health. They're often referred to as the heart-healthy nut, and here's why. Just 1 ounce provides 37% of your daily value of vitamin E.
Jesus.
The highest amount found in any of the common nuts. A powerful antioxidant, vitamin E helps to inhibit the development of plaque on the walls of your arteries and prevent free radical damage to the body. I prefer when they're, wasabi.
Oh, man. Yeah, that's a home run, dude.
Those were fantastic. So there you go. Some of the most common types of nuts that you got there.
So, what is it? Grab some nuts day?
Grab some nuts day.
Grab some nuts day.
So you know what? In honor of that, go grab you some nuts. A woman in Florida was being escorted out of a restaurant and ended up making her situation worse, Miles.
Why is that?
Tell you all about it at 5:50.
Thank you, sir. Headlines are coming up at 5:50. In the meantime, have we made it to drinking time?
Somebody out there deserves to be recognized. And the men's room knows just who it is. So to you, we say, bottoms up, sailor. You're the toast of our shot of the day.
The time it is, and as usual, we head to the drink desk and Steve Thrill Hill to find out who we're toasting.
Yes, indeed. Today we toast the Suncook Valley Rotary Hot Air Balloon Rally in Pittsfield, New Hampshire. Now, the 3-day event started Friday, ran through the weekend, but early Saturday morning, about 6:30 in the morning, when they're launching these bad boys, one of the hot air balloons caught on fire. Now, the good news is it was a remote-controlled balloon that does not carry people. So no one was aboard this big bad boy, but they say, in fact, the only injuries were the guy that was operating the controls themselves, and his injuries were minor, treated and released from the hospital. But the flaming balloon, it had to be pulled out of the sky on pulleys before it was successfully extinguished. But the reason we're toasting this is because the one hot air balloon that burst into flames was designed to look like a fire truck.
Oh.
Yeah, it's the only one. The big fire truck. Jesus. They're not sure what went wrong, but something sparked back into the remote control, which injured the guy controlling it, but it also sparked the balloon. So I have no idea what the hell that's about. But, yeah, it was the one fire truck. Yay. So we pour this booze, and we drink this booze because we think it's yummy.
Yummy!
So over the tongue and down the throat to party in our tummies.
Down the hola, bichola. All right, let's get a contestant online now for Profile This, 206-803-ROCK. Profile This is next.
The men's room presents Profile This.
And Stephen Thrill Hill, could you please start everyone on Profile This is played?
Sure can, Miles. It's a simple game where we share with you a real-life news story, something that happened right here on planet Earth, 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 Earth. And as you listen to the story, based on the stereotypes you believe to be true of people and the decisions that people make, we'll ask you what it is you think makes the story a story. Hello, Luke. Welcome to the men's room.
Hola, gentlemen. How you guys doing?
Hola. Doing well, Luke. All right, you understand how this here game is played?
Absolutely.
Fantastic. You have your choice of one of three stories today. Today we offer you Bite Me. In other words, what did someone find in their food? Animalize This, where you guess the animal responsible for causing the problem. And finally today, Seriously, where you guess the petty conflict that led to violence.
Animalize This.
All right, we go to the Yucatan Peninsula of Mexico, where an animal briefly escaped from the local zoo while its enclosure was being cleaned. The Merida City Council, they confirmed the animal escaped about 7:40 a.m. on Sunday while the zoo's enclosure was undergoing routine cleaning. Now, the zoo activated security protocols, and the facility was locked down while zookeepers worked to track down and contain the animal. Now, if there's any good news, it's that the escape occurred before the zoo opened for the day, so no guests were present at the time. Now, it was tranquilized and recaptured about 3 hours later. It was not injured. And then the zoo opened to the public, and normal operations resumed as though nothing had happened. The question is, what is the animal that escaped? Was it a monkey? Was it a tiger? Was it a chimpanzee? Or was it a zebra? So monkey, tiger, chimp, or zebra, what escaped briefly from its enclosure?
And you said this was in Mexico?
Yeah.
Eastern part.
Okay. Let's see here. What do you guys think?
I'm going tiger, Luke.
You know me, I like to think that he's always pulling the irony card, so I'm going to take zebra on this one.
Okay.
Yeah, I'm going to go with zebra as well.
Okay. Right. You guys go with zebra. I'll go tiger. What escaped there briefly from the zoo? Was it a monkey, a tiger, a chimp, or a zebra? We'll find out next.
That was a tease.
You are listening to The Men's Room.
The debauchery rolls on. You're listening to The Men's Room with Miles and Thrill. 99.9 KISW.
That's to the Yucatan Peninsula in Mexico. A zoo there had an escaped animal. It was recaptured in return. I'm assuming they found the escaped animal somewhere within the zoo property.
Yes.
Question is, and they reopened. What was the animal that broke out there momentarily? Monkey, tiger, chimpanzee, or a zebra?
And Luke, that is a question that we posed to you and Mike Hawk agreed and went with the old zebra.
Come on,
zebra, which I believe is French for the bra. However, whoops, wrong sound effect. No, I need to insult you properly. No, that was not a zebra. Sorry, Luke. Miles, you went with La Tigre.
Yes, ride the tiger.
It was the tiger.
So you're saying the answer isn't black and white?
It's not. It's monkey.
That was a monkey.
It was a monkey. Yeah.
The monkey.
Just a monkey.
I would want to leave too.
I absolutely would.
Now for all TV news all the time, it's time for TV Time with Ted.
And now, because your pathetic life is confined to countless hours in front of a talking box, the Men's Room presents TV Time with Ted.
If you're just joining us on the program, you might notice that D. Ted Smith is not in studio. He is currently enjoying himself in Dingle, Ireland.
Dingle. That's right.
Dingle.
I like just eat one berry, dude.
I tried
just
to tell him, man.
Just get a strawberry.
Right.
It doesn't matter. Don't just say I ate a dingleberry.
Right. I don't care if it's a Driscoll's. Get a doggone strawberry.
Yeah.
Something. One dingleberry. So here on TV Time, if there's ever some bad news that needs to be hit, we tend to get it out of the way right at the very beginning. We've got to start, and that is no different today. We are starting on a somber note. If you are a fan of The Sopranos, you probably already know the news that I got coming up. Steve, don't smile. We do have some very, very sad news. Unfortunately, the actor Vincent Pastore, best known for his role in Sopranos, has died.
Who was he?
What character?
I can't remember. Seriously,
he was just one of the guys in Sopranos.
But he was like one of the bigger guys.
He was very big.
He was a big guy.
Known for being a big guy. Yeah, he was.
Yeah, but what was his name?
He was soft. He wasn't like the toughest guy.
He was large man.
He was large, but he was soft. You understand? He wasn't. He was a large guy, but he wasn't like the enforcer. Like he was anything but that. But he was big.
He was a big guy.
Kind of a wimp.
Yeah. He was a large man. Right. Unfortunately, he did pass away at the age of 80. Let's see. According to his manager, he says, I had the privilege of representing Vinny for more than 30 years. Long before The Sopranos made him a household name, his manager, Robert Atman, said in a statement to the world, he will always be remembered as the unforgettable Big P. But to those of us who knew him, he was so much more.
He'll always be.
He was. Didn't put that on his gravestone. Here lies Big P.
I understand that you are solidified in the history of television.
Oh,
the
yeah.
history of
Yes.
acting, of cinema, and all of it. You are known like, this is your character, and your name is Big P.
Big P.
That's right.
Oh, yeah.
Do you want that?
I mean, I'd have it on my credit card. Table for four for.
Hey, this one. And everybody would know, too.
Yeah, exactly.
As soon as
Oh, my God, look at there he is.
That's the only thing I'd sign.
Yeah.
And the thing is that, again, if you're in the restaurant, back in the kitchen, like, man, Vincent Pastore's coming out here.
Who the hell is
Like,
that?
who's Vincent Pastore? Big P's coming, dude.
Oh,
exactly.
Big P's down. Someone get Big P a mouth hug. He did. Resuscitate him. He's dead.
Mouth hug, yeah.
Oh, Lordy. He was found dead inside of his Bronx home Saturday afternoon. There was no indication of criminality, according to authorities. He was also 8 years old.
All the Sopranos people that worked on that show are very, they're broken up by the fact that he passed on.
Absolutely.
Apparently he was a solid dude.
Yeah.
I believe it.
Yeah.
I think all the guys that
Big
were on the
old
show
solid
I mean, he was a little
P.
softy. There's a big softy. Solid.
Solid softy. Very solid softy.
I like Big P.
That's what I know about
Big
you.
P.
Anytime someone says, like, yeah, I was 13 pounds, I'm like, oh, really? I got a different view of your mom now.
Oh, dear. All right, let's switch gears before we get into too much trouble here. I know that you guys were watching a lot of sports over the weekend. You definitely caught the Women's Tour de France.
Oh, yeah, of course. They have a separate one?
They do.
I honestly did not know that until right now.
Separate one altogether. And there's been controversy, Steve. So apparently, Women's Tour de France riders, they're accusing their rivals of padding their bras.
What does this do? Aerodynamic?
Do they pedal with their bras?
So it's apparently a clever means in order to gain advantage over their competition. Let's see. Several women's world teams believe their rivals are breaking the rules by using padded bras to fake a larger bust and gain an advantage in time trials. So let's see here. We're talking about chest fairing. This is according to a
So they, like put out their chest like a runner at the finish line.
Yeah, well, no, it you change the airflow around the body and thus get less overpressure on the thighs. As a result, the rider experiences less air resistance. It's not that you take tens of seconds of advantage of this in a time trial, but in a ride of 20 to 30 kilometers, it can yield seconds that can be decisive.
It's all aerodynamics these days.
It is,
and it's the same thing as the Winter Olympics with the long jumpers.
That's exactly what they
whatever their suit was on their big.
They were padding it.
Yeah, they're doing something.
They were stuffing
to get a little more like wing
exactly.
bat wings.
Kind of looks like a tail.
Exactly.
Like a tail on a bird. Fly a little bit straighter and go further. So yeah, apparently they're padding their bras in the Tour de France.
Huh? Might watch.
Should the men start doing that then?
What, pad their junk?
No, pad their bra. Pad a bra. Throw one on there and just put it on. Help your wind resistance.
Why not?
At the end of the day, that's what all their clothes are doing.
That's right. That's what the clothes are designed specifically.
You're wearing a helmet that's faced backwards. You're wearing this tight clothes. You're leaning down and doing everything that you can to make yourself more aerodynamic. It's like, okay, put a bra on.
Put on a bra.
Sorry, I got big boobs.
Let them all wear a bra.
Right.
They were all doping at one point when they went after Lance Armstrong. And I'm like, wait, your top 40 riders were also doping. So in that sense, he was still the best rider.
Yeah.
Right.
Everyone was doping.
And as far as his career, I mean, he had a ball.
Yeah.
I got it, Miles. He did.
He won all those. Had to give him back, but still, at the time, probably very happy.
How long would a man have to wear a bra in order to ride in the Tour de France and not be considered cheating for wearing a bra to increase his aerodynamic ability? Like, do I have to wear it for like a year?
You probably pedal once and
No, that's not helping him a doggone bit. Speaking of events that happened up over the weekend, I'm going to get a little selfish here. In the world of wrestling and WWE, SummerSlam took place over the weekend on Saturday and Sunday night. I got home from Nashville on Friday night and was able to enjoy a weekend of wrestling. However, couple big things happened. Spoiler alert for anybody that hasn't caught it. There's as much as it is predetermined, it is still a very physical event. It is still a very physical performance, and people do get injured from time to time.
All right.
The wife and I were very, very happy to see there was a man by the name of Kevin Owens who didn't sustain any one specific injury over a long career of flying all over the place. He's a crazy man. He's a wild man. And he's got a body type that kind of looks like mine. He's a stout gentleman. He doesn't look athletic, but he's a lot more athletic than he looks.
Sure.
But if you needed a dude to jump off basically down from the stands through a table onto the ground, this would be your guy to do it.
He's a Bills Mafia member.
Right. And through a long sustained career, he eventually screwed up his neck so badly that he ended up going to see a doctor about some issues that he was having, and they said, no, you need to have a surgery in order to get this thing fixed. And he says, what if I don't? He says, you'll have a lot less to worry about if you don't get this surgery. And so he ended up getting the surgery, and the question was whether or not he was going to wrestle again, and he did eventually make his big return 400 some odd days later, yesterday at SummerSlam, which was a really big fun reveal. And that's honestly one of the things that I look forward to when it comes to wrestling. Is it takes a lot of time and it takes a lot of investment to really love these characters, see them go, wait for that amount of time for them to be gone and for them to make a return. This moves into my next story here that we got off of Bro Bible. The another big return that's happened over the last couple of years. There's a tag team duo, the Bella Twins, that have recently just made a big comeback. They had a long storied career. They eventually both, through one reason or another, found their way out of WWE. And let's see, last year Nikki came back, and then this year Brie came back. So now we have the Bella Twins back together. They're going to fight at WrestleMania in April, right? Unfortunately, Nikki injures herself. I don't remember if it was her knee or something like that. I think it was, but ends up she can't perform. So they bring in another old diva to go in there and perform in the interim. Fast forward to up towards SummerSlam, Nikki is now back, and now they're going to have this 6-woman tag team match between these three with the Bella Twins and then these three that are over here. And now that one sister is back, the other sister managed to injure herself at SummerSlam. Yeah, she was sitting down up against a set of stairs, had her arm up like this to feigning injury to her neck or something like that, and then another wrestler came and tumbled right into her and actually hurt her. And it was one of those where you kind of always have your finger on the pulse. They'll sell an injury while they're in there. Oh, you hurt me.
Sure.
This was so guarded, it was obvious.
You can tell she's actually hurt.
Right. Brie friggin' hurt herself, and she actually just put out a statement that she broke her scapula. Says, unfortunately, I'll be out for a bit. I broke my scapula. If there's one thing I know about my sister and I is that we don't let broken bones stop us. Not sure how I finished that match, but I do believe that between the adrenaline, the passion for the business, and the love for all the women I work with, gave me the drive to finish.
I think it's more, I really think it's more realistic than the World Cup. As far as injury.
Yeah.
Okay, like watching
100%.
soccer. Did you see that guy get kneed in the head? They had to stitch him up and all that crap. Like,
exactly.
People were like, oh my God. And he wasn't flailing on the ground, holding his leg.
He's in pain.
He was like sitting there like, hand up, like, hey man. And everybody's like, oh my God. Like even the people around him are like, oh no. But he's just sitting there, like when everybody else, they get tripped or stepped on or whatever, you'd think it's the end of their life.
Yeah.
Every second.
No kidding.
So like when you say
the slightest touch.
Okay, that's great and all, but you watch the World Cup.
Right. That's fake.
That is fake. I mean, not when they're actually doing their job, but everything else is
all the ground rolling.
I mean,
and all
my
that.
God, they should have like an award ceremony for
no kidding,
biggest flop.
Yeah, they should have an Oscars out there.
Seriously,
that should be a category. So that was a fun event. We wish Brie a speedy recovery, but now I wonder how the story is going to go on that one. Let's shift over to the sport that everybody's caring about because it's on the way: football. Training camps are on out there everywhere, and Patrick Mahomes has found himself going viral recently. Have you guys seen this video?
No.
There's a video that's gone around here of Patrick Mahomes. He's out there. He's taking snaps. As with anything, he's thrown blind passes before. I don't know how in the world this happened, but he took a snap, drew back, and then threw as hard as he could and conked the center right in the back of the head.
With his hand?
No, with the football.
Oh, okay.
He drew back and threw the football directly in the back of the center's head. So, and of course, everybody laughed at him, and he went viral for that one. And he has already addressed it by posting up a GIF from Adam Sandler's version of The Longest Yard that just says, "It slipped. I ate popcorn."
Right. Well, that's going to happen.
All right. Right.
Everybody knows.
Botch passes happen, especially in training camp.
Also, remember, like, you're not 6'4". You're not Ryan Leaf. You're not one of these tall guys back there. I mean, like, same problem with Russell Wilson. Same problem with, but no, it's not his problem. There's a reason that Drew Brees passed for 70,000 career yards,
right,
or whatever it was.
Because he's too small to play.
Because he just finds that slot, man. And there's a 6'11" tackle, and he can figure out a way to see through him somehow.
Yeah. Exactly. Well, and if you're a fan of the Chiefs, this is when you want Patrick to make those throws.
Yes.
The last thing you want is to be in the Super Bowl, and
exactly.
That's why broken plays work so well, because now they can see down the field.
Exactly. That's how that works. Let's see here. Moving over to Netflix. In news for Netflix, there's a producer that is suing Netflix over a lost movie. They're facing a 9-figure lawsuit over a Nicolas Cage movie that it never even acquired. So Swiss producer Simon Afram is suing... Oopsie daisy. What in the world happened? No, don't worry. That's not an emergency. We're fine. Is suing the streamer for $105 million, alleging that Netflix lost an unencrypted copy of his World War II spy thriller Fortitude, starring Nicolas Cage and Ben Kingsley, after it was dropped off at a company headquarters in June for consideration.
He's already got the accent from Spider Noir.
Oh, does he really?
Oh, God, it's World War I.
Oh, is that when it takes place?
Yeah.
How was that, by the way, Miles? Are you still enjoying it?
Oh, I've watched it. I watched the series twice.
What all is going on in
the
this
series twice?
Watched the series twice.
So
it's that good.
Is it still New York? Is he still saving New York from all the bad guys and whatnot?
Yeah, pretty much.
So what is he solving there? It's a noir, so I'm guessing he's a detective.
Oh, he's going to take out the Sandman. He's got, what's he, not the Electro guy, but it was a Megatron.
That's Electro, isn't it?
Yeah, I think it's just Electro something.
Yeah, it's another one. Yeah, he's got 3 or 4, like the Human Torch is in it.
The
Human Torch? He's Fantastic Four, man.
Or whatever the other guy is. The guy catches on fire. I don't know their names. He doesn't address them as I'm a Human Torch, or here again, or whatever. It's just game on,
Jeez. Back to this. It says this is the first for us. Sean Barney, Netflix's head of film acquisitions, he wrote in an email citing the lawsuit. Unfortunately, someone stole a good amount of drives from our office desk this past week. We've been working through this with our security teams to no luck. Our piracy teams are on high alert with the breach and will monitor.
Is that the only copy you had?
No, but it is an unencrypted copy of a movie that hasn't been released.
I mean, I get it. I get why he's mad, but look, man, you still have proprietary everything over it.
You do.
So I'm just like, financially, you're not going to take a hit.
Man, not if there's a digital copy, especially with this now blowing up. I think that you've now made this worse.
Well, now people are going to look for it.
Right. Yes. You're filing a lawsuit. You're making a big noise over it. You're suing them for $105 million over a movie that nobody's ever seen, but now people are on the lookout for. Somebody's got an encrypted copy of that, or unencrypted copy of that.
Actually, this is the best news for Nicolas Cage in a long time.
Is it really?
Cool. They're looking for my movie.
Telling you, man, he kills it. The Spider-Man. He's killing it.
They find it.
I know the box office was huge this weekend, but I'm telling you, Spider-Noir might be better.
Jeez, but something that you can watch here over the summer. This is a BuzzFeed list of the best TV shows that are premiering or returning in the summer of 2026 that are worth checking out. So, so some shows are getting a renew here. Some shows are premiering. Number one, they start with the House of the Dragon. Is anybody here watching House of the Dragon? I think we all watch Game of Thrones.
I watched Game of Thrones. A buddy of mine even asked me. He said, "Look, it's not bad. Check it out. I need to be in the right frame of mind."
Yes, you do.
And I haven't been there yet.
And I watched season 1. It wasn't bad. It was a fine show. It was a continuation of Game of Thrones, and it had been away long enough to where I was able to grab it again. But honestly, at the end of season 1, I had zero interest in season 2.
Really?
Yeah.
Damn. Okay.
It ended nice enough for me. Yeah, it could keep going, but do I really want it to?
Okay, that's fair.
And it's fine. And I've had a couple people that have watched it, and they say it's fine. Season 3, I think, is the latest one that had come out. Now season 4 is on its way out, and he said it's kind of getting that HBO treatment, where it's more about the fantasy aspect as opposed to what was really fun about Game of Thrones and about House of Dragon in the beginning, which is more the politics of everything. And,
right. That's
and the nefarious nature of everything. They got Ted Lasso coming in at number 2.
Oh, yeah.
Which I still need to watch. I just don't have Apple.
Okay, well, that's a problem. But yeah, it's a good show.
Anne Rice's The Vampire Lestat, which is based off of an interview with a vampire. The Other Bennett Sister, based on a book by Janice Hadlow, and is a continuation of Jane Austen's Pride and Prejudice.
No, thank you.
That sounds like a jam right there. That sounds like we would truly enjoy that. Deli Boys. One of the most underrated comedy series from last year, Deli Boys returns with its second season. Turns out inheriting a criminal empire that you knew nothing about was the easy part.
Okay.
Soon to find out more money really does mean more problems. So, all right, adopting a criminal empire. Let's go. The show Silo comes in at number 6. Again, the shows to check out this summer. Third season of this beloved dystopian series survives her. Juliet survives her forced exile and returns to the Silo with memory loss. So that should be fun. Off Campus comes up on the list. Adapted from L. Kennedy's Off Campus and Breyer University's Universe. Off Campus follows Hannah Wells, a songwriter at Breyer U, who has just found out her scholarship might be in trouble as she navigates a potential pivot.
I think my wife's watching that. I think.
Is that on HBO?
I don't know. When she told me what it was about, I knew I did not care. So I think that might be it.
Right. The Bears coming out with their, I believe this is their last season.
Yeah, my wife's already watched the whole thing.
Which is another one. I've seen the first season and it was fine. I haven't picked up any other season after that.
Yeah, my wife loves it. It was fine. It's not bad. I'm just like,
Cape Fear. Inspired by Martin Scorsese's chilling remake, Cape Fear follows Anna and Tom Bowden, who are married attorneys. It's Amy Adams and Patrick Wilson. Soon their lives are turned upside down when Max Caddy, the notorious serial killer they are responsible for putting behind bars, is let out of prison.
Oh, you're a serial killer who they let out of prison.
Yeah, that's just really right there. And then Rivals shows up on the list. In Rivals Season 2, the battle for the Central Southwest television franchise reaches a fever pitch as the war between Carinium and Ventura enters a new phase. We should watch one of these shows.
Jay. My bad. I mean, I saw the first season of Silo, and it was all right.
Okay.
I got through the first 2 episodes of season 2. I'm like, yeah.
That's how these shows work. So
yeah, we should figure out a show and be like, let's just watch it. Let's just watch it.
Right.
And see what we all think.
Let's just all sit down, just put a date on it. We'll all watch it. We'll all come back to it. And then
I'll tell you why I don't like it.
Exactly. Pretty much.
Exactly.
What do you got to watch tonight? You got Dancing with the Stars. The Next Pro is over on ABC at 8 o'clock tonight. American Ninja Warrior is on NBC. Judy Justice returns for summer on Amazon.
Judy Justice?
Judy Justice. And the 14th season premiere of Futurama is going to be over on Hulu.
All right. Thank you, Mike. We appreciate it. You're listening to The Men's Room.
Men's Room returns with Miles and Thrill. Now, let's see what's happening in the real world.
All right, here we go. A retiring New York City cop arrests a burglar on the last day of his job. Meanwhile, a Florida woman is caught having sex in a public bathroom and had a loogie ready to lob. Walmart shopper pulls a gun on another, missing 10 times at close range. A woman buys a first-ever scratch-off and wins more than chump change. And a woman burns the church down the day before her wedding. It is time for your headlines.
Now, it's time to hit the headlines. Here's my car.
All right, top story. We got to Florida where situations escalate. Friday night, Saturday morning, whichever you want to look at it as, 1 a.m., employees and witnesses of a local restaurant and bar outed a couple that were engaging in a little physical contact inside of the bathroom. The pair were kicked out, but the situation was made worse when the 19-year-old woman was being escorted out of the building. On her way out, the young woman spun around and spat directly into the face of the manager that was escorting her. Police were called and the woman was arrested on a misdemeanor charge. This has now been added to the ever-growing rap sheet that she's developed, as she's already the defendant in 2 pending felony criminal cases.
Jesus. You're 19. Get it together.
You have 2 felonies at the age of 19, man.
Get it out of your system. Be done.
Right? There's like an aggravated robbery or something like that, and then there's a carjacking or something like that. Yeah.
And then you're spitting in someone's face because they're asking you to leave because you had sex in the bathroom. I'm not above you having sex in a bathroom. But if you get caught, if the worst thing they do is ask you to leave, like, to me, you kind of got away with it.
Right.
They don't spit on them.
No kidding. And apparently when the cops got there, like, it was still visible on the manager's cheek, which means she left it there as evidence.
Oh, yeah.
Which kind of
begrudgingly?
Sucks. Yeah. Yay.
I was just like, is it a loogie? Is it a loogie?
Yeah.
Tell me it's not a loogie.
I can't wash this off. This is evidence. I need to keep this here. Got it. Let's see here. In other news, we go to Philadelphia where self-checkout can get dangerous. The story goes that 2 shoppers at a local Walmart got into an altercation at the self-checkout stand about what is not detailed in the report. What we do know is that the argument boiled to the point that one of the 2 could take no more, and he pulled out a handgun and proceeded to fire 5 to 10 shots at his opponent. Now, the good news is none of the bullets hit the other customer.
How?
Fart called him a stormtrooper. Bad news is one of the stray shots did hit a female employee that wasn't involved in the argument at all. The bullet struck her in the leg, and she was taken to the hospital with non-life-threatening injuries. Police are currently investigating the incident and are on the lookout for the shooter. No other injuries were reported. At a self-checkout stand at a Walmart, man.
Come on, man.
No fight at Walmart can get that bad. No.
Save that for Waffle House. And even then, they just hit each other with chairs.
Jesus. No kidding. Really, we're pulling guns at a self-checkout stand.
I just can't believe you miss the guy right beside you, and you shoot it 10 times, you hit somebody else behind him.
Right. Ricocheting off the floor.
What a jackass.
Like, was he doing like a dance for me thing?
Miss.
Hold still, damn it.
You know, I'm just going to go ahead and go. Miss again.
To Utah, where churches spontaneously combust at rather convenient times. Authorities were called about a fire that broke out at a local church. The blaze managed to damage the building to the tune of $108,000 in repairs and unfortunately caused the cancellation of a wedding that was set to take place the very next day. Those 6 attendees of said wedding were still in the building at the time that the fire broke out. None of them were injured, but it did raise questions. An investigation found that the fire originated from underneath a stack of chairs against one of the walls of the church, where a tampon was found and an applicator was in close proximity. Seeing as this isn't a normal... I don't think it's not used, guys. The applicator's there next to it. Come on, man.
I mean, still, it's at a church. You don't normally find...
Yeah, true.
You live what?
Seeing as this isn't a normal space to keep these items, arson was suspected, you think? Let's see here. But the true drama comes from the one that they believe set the fire, the bride herself. During interviews, she continually was found to display deceptive behaviors and facts, such as never having bought a marriage license for her big day, even though she claimed that she already had. She also admitted to stealing something from a nearby Ace Hardware store, but declined to admit what it was, which was later revealed to be 2 cigarette lighters. I believe that she might have gotten cold feet and resorted to burning a church down instead of, just saying, hey, maybe let's not do this.
Much easier to say that.
She's now been arrested and faces serious charges. Right. I understand a lot of money was spent. A lot of people have been put out to make this happen. You just cost yourself a lot more money.
Yes, you did.
By attempting to burn down a church in Utah. Well done there, buddy. A commanding officer of the NYPD got quite the send-off. He was preparing for work one morning when he got a call from his neighbor. Now, the neighbor informed him that he thought that somebody was breaking into their neighbor's home who happened to be away. Having 37 years' experience on the force, the officer headed over where he did indeed find a suspect inside that did not belong, and he placed him under arrest. The reason why this is making headlines is because that our officer was preparing himself for his very last day on the job. He was actually set to retire that day.
Are you kidding?
That's why we know that he had 37 years of experience, because he's like, my last day. Hey, Joe, I think there's somebody breaking into Ben's house over here.
Yeah.
Right. Something new with this town. But just in case those stories left a bad taste in your mouth.
Thankfully, there's good news.
We go to North Carolina for the definition of beginner's luck. A local woman was on her way home one day when she made a routine stop for some gas. Now, while filling up, she decided to head into the convenience store where she decided for the first time in her life that she was going to buy a lottery scratch ticket. She found one that, quote, just caught her eye and took it with her, eventually scratching it up to reveal, yep, she won the game's top prize of $100,000. After turning it in and taxes were taken out, she went home with a little more than $72,000 in her pocket.
Damn. First time ever.
Okay. First time. Miles has been doing it since I've interned here.
Yeah.
Still hasn't won the big one.
Hell no.
Gun it, man.
Thanks for, yes.
Yeah.
Yes.
Beginner's luck.
Yeah.
Men's Room Sports.
Yep.
Yeah.
The Mariners have been busy in the last few days as the trade deadline closed earlier this afternoon. We did lose pitcher Luis Castillo in a trade with the Chicago White Sox over the weekend, but we did welcome outfielder Taylor Ward from the Baltimore Orioles earlier this afternoon. He's coming in with a nice .250 batting average that hopefully will light up our game just a little bit more as we work towards the end of the season.
It won't.
Come on, boys.
No. Bring us Toledo's pizza, brother.
Come on, boys. As far as what you're going to watch tonight, you got a little basketball over on USA and Peacock and baseball over on ESPN. The Mariners have the day off as they wait to welcome Detroit Tigers into the town for the series that starts tomorrow. As far as your weather, the good weather continues as we can expect a couple rolling clouds with a low of 58 tonight. Tomorrow they're predicting sunny skies with a high of 83. That's it for your headlines with that. Mike Hawk is up.
Thanks, sir. Tomorrow we got bands that never had a number one hit, but we'll try to guess what the best song they've ever had was as far as the way it ranks there with Taryn Daly and Steve Miggs. Lovely Jolene coming up here in just seconds.
Yes, indeed. It's all true. But in the meantime, well, we be all about this bitch. Someone told tomorrow, please do what you do best. And for Aletha's sake, stay beautiful.
The Men's Room has been taped before a live studio audience. Wardrobe and makeup provided by Mantastic Limited. This has been a presentation of the Men's Room Radio Network. Oh, man! A Double Flush production.